Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the HEELSTEVEN Show, Episode 3. You know it, you love it, you want more of it. Well, we're going to give it to you right here and live on HEELSTEVEN's channel. We're here with Walter Knowledge at Rasslin, Connor, a.k.a. OK Babe, and of course, your host with the most. He ain't no ghost, and he doesn't give a fuck, Mr. HEELSTEVEN!
Thank you, man! Woo! You're all far too kind. Holy fucking shit, people. Yeah. The shit that I do for all of you. Yes, we are now live. Here is episode number 3 of the HEELSTEVEN Show. I want to thank Connor, a.k.a. K-Fade, and Knowledge at Rasslin for joining me as always. Gentlemen, we're back at it again. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. You know, I'll
This is
be
going to
honest.
be anything like the last hangout I was with you guys. Oh, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Shit.
Oh shit. Yes, it did. I mean, you guys remember last time we were here? It was Saturday night. It was Saturday night shoot, and we pretty much took over. Well, I brought back the show that I rightfully own with Walter, pretty much, and we talked to the ass. Right, I own the show. I don't give a fuck. That's
cool. We're taking it back.
Anymore. So we're taking it back. Yeah, we're taking it back here. But if you remember that show, we did some random shit. We even talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! It got to a point in the show where we talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! Of all things, right?
That was so much fun.
Indeed, it was fun, dude. It was fucking... It was bonkers, yo. It was fucking bonkers. Balls to the wall. You can imagine, right?
I can imagine balls to the wall.
Balls on the wall. What you gonna do
like
with
those
them balls on the wall? What you gonna do with those balls on the wall? Yeah.
Oh.
You got those balls on the wall. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with those balls on the wall? That's all I got pretty much. Unless you guys want to follow up. You know, just put us on Facebook. Let the fuckers know that we're live. Thank you.
You're too kind.
You're alive. Yep.
To see her. See,
We're not on tape delay. Oh yeah, we are on delay. It don't matter.
Oh well, we're on delay. That's life, people. That's America for you, man. That's America, you know. America is like one giant tape delay, you know. Hit the cue.
Wait, what cue? What cue? Oh god, wait, I got it. Nope, that was the wrong cue. That's
Oh yeah.
Speaking of delay.
Is someone vacuuming?
I don't know.
Oh, I think someone's vacuuming upstairs.
I have found the Google effects, and I am having fun.
Who vacuums at this time?
You be surprised, dude. You
What
be
the
surprised.
hell?
People vacuum, man. It happens. You know?
Who is sucking at 11:30 at night? I ask you. Don't you know what? You know what? Don't answer that question. Don't want to know.
Don't want to know.
Don't want to know.
Don't want to know what you want to know. Whatever you want to do.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know. Some person screaming and shit. But
Someone's getting killed.
Walter, it's coming from your end, dude. It's coming from your end, by the
It's just a
way.
murder.
Oh, well, that's usual.
Somebody's getting, you know, whose name we shall not say, pretty much. That's what they're getting right now. That's so fucked up to say right now.
That is.
They're getting Pegasus Kid right now.
Oh,
That's so fucked up. I know. It's
Ain't a trooper if you don't take it up the pooper.
well,
Pegasus Kid. What the Pegasus Kid do?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Hey, this video hasn't already been flagged.
I know, I haven't flagged yet, but nah, brother, not today, man. Maybe tomorrow though, Levi. Tomorrow, random Sunday hangout. You in there? Promise. All right.
Why not? I can't bring him on. We can talk about brand splits.
That's for tomorrow. That's tomorrow. You know. That's tomorrow.
Fine. But, oh, you know what's funny? So you were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! From the last one. when I was making you that graphic, I was looking through some of your profile pictures because I wasn't sure if I wanted to use the same one that you have now or something different. And I found a picture that made me ask the eternal question, Steven, are you a fan of Dragon Ball?
I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z.
Dude, I think we're brothers separated at birth.
I know, right? Brother.
I literally owned the VHS tapes when they were coming out with every single one. I don't know if you remember that back in the day.
Funny? You know what's funny? My cousin's in Peru, right? Because if you think about it, right? America, we would always get everything late, right? We get everything late, right? Yep. We're the last ones to get everything, right? So I remember my cousins back in the day when we used to show Dragon Ball on Toonami back in the day.
Oh, Toonami.
Back when Toonami was the shit, not this watered down Toonami, right? Back when they used to show Gundam Wing and Sailor Moon and shit like that, right? And they would show Dragon Ball Z. And they would always end up at the Cell Saga right before the tournament. And then the next episode, boom, all the way from when Trunks killed Frieza and Cooler and shit. Like, what the fuck, you know? And when I go to Peru, be like, yeah, right now we're in the Cell Saga. Like, man, we're already Majin Buu and shit. The fuck? Y'all motherfuckers are way late.
It was so weird because when they were releasing the videos, right, Toonami would air it on TV for free, but if you wanted the episodes for home use, like DVD and TV and VHS and shit, they released the Buu Saga before they finished the Cell games, which is the weirdest fucking thing. So, literally, you could watch the episodes on TV from the Cell games, but never actually get a chance to own it until later on. It was the weirdest fucking thing. It was so ass backwards, but
yeah. And my cousins in Peru, they would download. They would VHS record all these episodes. Might they be in Spanish, right? So the thing is, they would record all these episodes. They had everything from the Saiyan Saga all the way to the Buu Saga, even the movies.
The movies were
Spanish,
bad. The movies were pretty decent. My favorites were the Cooler and the Broly movies. Those movies could not be touched.
To me, my favorite movie had to be Broly, and for some weird reason, to call me random, but Tree of Might.
But Tree of Might was pretty good because it was the first 3 that they came out with. Although I did love World's Strongest. I thought World's Strongest was fucking amazing. Roshi kicking ass, the fight between Goku and Piccolo, back when that actually still meant something. Yeah. But
or the battle in Otherworld, Goku and Pikkon. Their first fight, holy shit!
Good. By the way, I have replica Dragon Balls. No shit. I really have replica Dragon Balls.
You know what you should do then? You know what you should do with those Dragon? Go outside, right? Play them out. I summon you, Shenron.
Dude, I've done it 30 times. Just randomly in the parking lot. I summon you, Shenron!
I shall
grant you. How the fuck is it working? King Kai, can you hear me? King Kai, can you hear me? Dude, have you seen DBZ?
Yeah, Goku. Yeah, I hear you, Goku. What do you want, Goku?
You sounded so... have you seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
I see some of them. I find them hilarious.
Dude, funny as shit I've seen in a while. They're just wrapping up the Android saga in DBZ Abridged. It is the funniest shit I've seen. The writing and the editing and just everything about it is fucking hilarious. And I love how they do continuity errors and just completely poke holes and everything. There was one where it's you know when Frieza explains how he kills King Vegeta? There's 7 scenes where he's not there, and so Frieza explains everything, and then Vegeta just goes, "So how'd you know about the parts you weren't there for?" You're fucking good point.
Indeed.
Anywho, so what you been up to, Steven? I missed your lovely podcast last night. I was so fucking tired.
I can imagine, dude. I understand, dude. It happens all the time, you know.
Well, no,
Walter,
my job just switched around.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So. Go ahead.
In what way? In what way did this switch around?
So, without giving away too much, I work for a coffee house. I work for a coffee house chain in New England that is not Dunkin' Donuts. Starbucks. Horrible cough. And
you work at Starbucks?
Yeah, you know that?
I love Starbucks, dude.
Yeah. I work at Starbucks. I'm a shift manager there. Which for those of you
the Wi-Fi is bonkers at Starbucks, dude.
What? Bad?
It's bonkers. As in, fuck yeah, the Wi-Fi in the Starbucks.
They just revamped the whole thing, so they better be good. So up here, what they did was they got rid of like the assistant manager position. So there's a store manager, and then all these other managers underneath. And I'm one of those little managers underneath. And I literally worked at the Starbucks. It's about maybe 3 miles from here. And they recently transferred me about 20 miles away because apparently I'm doing so good at the job they want me to help improve another store. Oh, God, I thought I was going to see a part of Walter I didn't want to see. Literally, the first thing I see is like, literally the first thing I see is like, "Hey, Walter," and then it's like that. It's like, "Oh God, what's that?"
Don't do it, Walter. Don't do it. No. You don't want to see that.
Put away the shots.
I just got some Domino's pizza.
Oh, Walter, you gotta do it, bro.
What?
You got for the first time on the HEELSTEVEN show a Domino's pizza review.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Dude,
all right. Should tell us more on the texture first. The crusting, how does it feel, the grip, and all that.
The crusting, it looks good. And
all right, wait. Tell me when you take a bite, because I'll take a shot. By the way.
I already took a bite.
Well, you take another one because I was trying to have you to wait. So.
All right, I'll pretend I didn't taste that.
You gotta do a Stevie Breach. You gotta do the Stevie Breach, bro. Like a big old.
Get the hell out of here! I'm gonna take.
Do it for the Giants, bro. Walter, can you eat it in one bite? One bite. Connors.
Dude, I'm not used to like booze straight up.
The cheese is okay. I mean, it's pretty good, but I don't know.
Pretty jobberish.
Right? It's okay.
The best thing
it's 6 out of 10.
Ooh, okay, that's a D. That's a D where I'm from. That's a D.
I don't mind D's in certain places. But you know what you do? When you order a pizza from anywhere, it doesn't matter where, but if they have that like little custom box where it's like, if you want us to take any other special recommendations, please do so. Write the most like absurd, like nothing bad or like vulgar or like sexual, but just write something really goofy, like draw a giraffe fighting a dragon. 9 times out of 10, they'll do it. It's fucking hilarious. There's tons of pictures of that on the internet. It's a fucking stitch. But you know what I miss at Domino's is the brownie bites.
Nah, you know what I miss? The cheese stick sandwiches back in the day.
Oh yeah.
You know it's funny. You know why I say that? Because my brother, he used to work at Starbucks in Boca. My brother, he went to school in Boston for college.
No shit. Yeah.
He went to Emerson.
Emerson's about. I know exactly where Emerson is. It's not that far from here.
You know what's funny? Right when I sophomore year of high school, right? They sent me a letter. Dear Mr. Guerrero, can you know in high school, junior year, you start sending out these applications to colleges, right?
Yeah, early.
Well, my sophomore year of high school, halfway, they sent me a letter. Dear Mr. Guerrero, we know that your brother came to school and he achieved scholastically in the highest achievement that he ever could. Something like that, and something in that way. I'm just paraphrasing right now what the letter said.
Yeah. And
we know that you will do the same thing, so we're giving you a free ride, full scholarship to come to our school and carry on your brother's legacy.
And
if they only knew at the time that I was going in there with the almost C- average.
Sorry, I had my finger like waiting on that fucking button.
It's funny because at the time. It's funny because at the time, I really wanted to do communications.
Yeah.
Right? I really wanted to do communication. Wanted to get into radio broadcasting and all that. And what happened was, somewhere along the way, my mom was going through trouble, and I didn't want to leave her alone. At the time also, I was 18 or what? Well, not really at the time, but when I graduated high school, I was 18. And I didn't want to leave Jersey yet. Yeah, fuck, I want to leave Jersey, fuck yeah. But at the time, I wasn't ready to leave, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Walter shut his cam off because he's stuffing his face.
I didn't want to leave yet, So what happened was, like, fuck it. I took a year off, whatever. I took a year off, worked, whatever.
Right.
I went to college. I went to community college, and I did communications. But at the time, I started doing YouTube videos, right?
Yep.
And when I was in school, I realized, like, wait a minute, you know, I'm already doing it. I'm already doing broadcasting technically via here. Though, granted, I'm not in a studio. I am not in some fancy.
Oh, but you have general skills in the field. General skills.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Why am I going to school for this shit? You know what I mean? I'm already doing it. I don't feel like I need an associate's degree.
What more do I need?
Exactly. So. And then I started culinary school, like a year after. Like, you know what? Fuck, I'm doing culinary. It's funny because people always ask me, you know, how did this thing for me always start? Like culinary, when did it really begin? And it started at 16. Funny story. My mom at the time, she would always, you know, I would come home because at the time, I was in the work study program. Pretty much, I go to school late, I leave early to go to work, whatever, and I get credits, right, for that.
Yeah.
And I'd get home at 12:30. So I would get home, whatever, and my mom would tell me, she one day, she told me, Steven, listen, I need you to take out a chicken from the freezer, defrost it, and then put it in the oven, whatever. She gave me all the procedures via the phone.
Mm.
And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this shit right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck it. I'm hungry too, so fuck it. I'll do it before I go to work, whatever, right? And mind you, at the time I was living with my dad. I was living with him, but the thing was, I would work in my mom's town, where she would live at, whatever. So after school, I'd take a bus, go to my mom's house, chill there for a couple hours, and then go to work. And then after that, go back to my dad's house in another town, pretty much. So
Right.
I would chill there, whatever, and I'm cooking this chicken. You know, I'm seasoning it, I'm rubbing it, and I put it in the oven, and it came out juicy, came out delicious. I'm like, and I'm going to work. I'm like, wait a minute, you know. Something clicked here. Clicked, like, you know?
Yeah.
And then the week later, Steve, I want you to make fried rice.
Boom.
And for those of you who don't know, fried rice, el arroz chaufa, that is my bread and butter. You know, I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but toot, you know?
Funny.
Like, fuck it.
Cooking for you, I'm more of a baker. I'll make the most diabetic concoction on a plate you can possibly think of.
I can't bake. I cannot bake for shit. Great. The great HEELSTEVEN, the chef to be, can't fucking bake, right? Imagine that.
It's funny. I can't cook for shit, but I can make pretty much anything. I made the worst to make is fudge from scratch.
Oh.
No, because it's like making maple syrup from scratch because you have to watch it. If you don't cool it at the right time, it boils over and it burns. And if you do it too soon, it doesn't come out the right way. It's like a fucking nightmare for the most delicious thing on the God's face of the planet. But I learned the recipe from my mom, and my mom's mom like wrote these like recipes down from a radio show that she used to listen to every day. And so back in her time, this radio show would come out, and every day they'd have a recipe for something, and she wrote every single one of them down for, ready for this, almost 6 years. Wow. Every day for 6 years, a different recipe she would write down by hand from the radio. Now, my mom made the fudge one year, and there's a reason she never used to make it, or she stopped making it around Christmas time. So she used to make wait for the story. So when she used to make them, she used to make in these really thin tins. Now, these thin tins were literally about that thin, but they were 5 pounds of fudge. It doesn't look like it when you look at it, but it's 5 pounds in one tin. So she would make like 5 tins, you know, one for work, one for my school when I was a kid, you know, one for family, you know, whatever. My father, God rest his soul, he sat down and ate all 5 tins in one sitting. For those of you doing math at home, that's 25 fucking pounds of fudge. Ed, what are you doing? What? It was good. You ate all of them. That's like that. Yeah, they were good. Ed, that's 5 pounds. No, I know. No, eat. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm just taking up. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go back. Go on, brother. Go on.
No, it's your show, man. It's your show.
No. What were you gonna say? Think about it. Here's my big thing. Here's my big knock on me. I always have this tendency of cutting people off, and that's something I don't want to do. I'm trying to prevent that from the best way I can. I noticed it because, again, I rewatched the podcast and all, and I noticed it. I noticed that small critique about me, like a little bit, my Achilles heel, if you will. You know.
I hate watching my own stuff. I'll be the first one
To an extent. To an
hate
extent,
it.
I do. Me too. I hate to watch my own stuff. Like, hey, bro, did you? I enjoy. It's like every time I go to like a wrestling show, or whatever. Hey, you'll see you. I enjoy your videos, bro. And I'm like, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Like this one time, I went to fucking what was it? Yeah, it was Extreme Rules, right? And this guy made me want to sign his Inca Cola and shit. Hey, bro, can you sign my Inca Cola? I'm like,
That's
yeah.
it.
I'm like, yeah. Okay.
Here's what you need to say. Let me drink it first,
Let me drink.
then I'll sign it.
Fuck, I should
That's
get
the way you
endorsement.
do it.
Inca Cola, if you're watching, anyone who works with endorse me, fuck.
Endorse
Endorse me,
me.
shit. Endorse me, fuck, yeah, why not, right? But, so in a way, if anything, my colon, and I posted a picture yesterday of this dinner that my mom made for me, and I did the plating, so I guess if anything, who I should thank for my culinary journey is my mother, you know? Who's like a big inspiration for me, my culinary journey.
There you go.
You know,
I was
don't
just
get me
gonna-
wrong, my father is too, to an extent, but fuck, you know.
Yeah. I was just checking out the comments over on the video, y'all. Killer Demon 669, who seems to be on every single video you do, not in a bad way. Just shout out to him. Put that wang away, Walter, and give me a slice of pizza.
And hold
No.
up, we have an unknown phone number calling again.
Oh,
Bitch.
wow.
I wonder who this is.
All right, hold on. You take the call. I'm gonna take a shot.
Caller one, who are you? Where you from? And you hang up. Okay, he hangs up.
Dude,
I
Unknown
don't know.
did that yesterday.
I know I've been doing this for a while.
Every time we get a call, I'll take a shot.
It's like he's
Keep in mind,
purposely hanging
this
up.
was shot number
He's
4.
He's probably nervous.
Yeah, one shot for number 4.
Probably, yeah. He's probably
Every time we
nervous,
take a
probably
call.
shy.
Every time we take a call, I will take a shot.
What the hell?
So, guys, if you want to call in, 718-473-0813, tell us who is an inspiration in your life, you know? What made you, who inspired you to do something, whether it be a career-wise or something, you know, whatever, you know? Again, it's an open forum show, guys. At the end of the day, we just shoot the shit here.
Let me tell you
call
about
in.
let me tell you about my inspiration of masturbation. It all started eons ago when the internet was still fresh and young. Boobies were still ripe in my mind. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to start this joke off, and hopefully somebody was going to cut me off. But fuck it. Sir Giggles. I love that name. Pizza. Killer Demon 669. Domino's is awesome. Cheesy bread. Baby. Yes, missed that shit for this. Spaz Phoenix. What's up, bro? Hey, awesome, bro. Killer Demon 669. One weekend I got to be on the show. Dude, it's Steven's show. He's the one making the calls on this one.
Never say never.
Never
Never
say
say never.
forever.
Never say
Never
never.
ever. Never ever ever
Never
ever.
say never. Never say never. But yeah, to me, my mom is my inspiration in culinary. You know, when it comes to wrestling, it has to be my brother. He's the guy that got me into it.
For me, it's I don't know. That's a toughie because there's part of me that wants to be like the reporter side with like I'm giving my analyst, but at the same time, a lot of me wants to be creative. So from a family standpoint, it's kind of intriguing because out of everyone in my family, I come from a family of a lot of like nurses, doctors, lawyers, higher up people who have like master's degrees and all these fun things. And it's intriguing because for a long time I felt kind of like the black sheep of the family where like they have all these like high accolade success.
Oh, dude,
What's that?
amen.
Yeah, so you get my idea. So it's kind of like, well, like shit. Like I have my associate's degree in business, but I'm not, that's fucking like,
And we
man,
have
that-
again unknown phone number calling again.
Oh god.
Dude, listen, you better say something if I'm gonna pick up this call.
dude, I'm not killing my liver for no reason here. So fucking call in.
What's your name and where you from, bro?
And it's intriguing because for a long time I felt kind of like the black sheep of the family where, like, they have all these, like, high accolades.
Okay. I mean, I love hearing myself talk, but Jesus.
I know.
Hello?
Yeah, I know. He hung up.
Oh my god! Just don't answer unknown.
God damn it.
Put it this way: if your number's a no, I'm not gonna pick up anymore. I'm just gonna hang up on you. Understand that right now.
Yeah, pretty
thank you.
much.
But anyway, so I there's no one on my side, on either side of my family, that is, I guess you could say, as creative, and I hate patting my ego for that, but that's pretty much where it came from. Like, you know, no, seriously, like no one else in my family is the same, has the same mentality in terms of wrestling or, you know, the comedy shtick or anything. I mean, we're all funny, but yeah, it's definitely weird. So it took me a while to kind of find my niche with that, but yeah. So I mean, as far as my family goes, no, not anybody too inspirational, other than my father, who was a very extremely hard worker, on that aspect of it. But as far as like from a wrestling, like we're talking like idolizing heroes, you know, my hero is Mr. Heyman.
Absolutely.
He's the one I strive to be. If I ever met him, I swear to God, I'd probably like freak out like a 16-year-old virgin meeting a member of One Direction. I'm not kidding in that. Like the high shriek, like I just ripped my panties off, the whole 9 yards.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my parents aren't that much of an
I
inspiration.
say that, and Steven's reaction is just simple. Oh wow.
Wow. No, I'm just trying to figure out something I can just fix or whatever. But what can you do?
Okay, now I'm gonna just start saying random shit to see if Steven's paying attention.
I hear you.
Just fucking with you, man. I'm just fucking with you.
But the thing with my family is this: like my brother, he is the, I guess, the success, if you will, of the family, right? He's a lawyer. He's in Chicago. Travels all over the world. You know, he's like the first guy in my family to go to college in America, graduate high school in America, and all that.
So he set the bar high.
For years, to me, that's how I feel. That I've been living under his shadow.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I've always tried to find ways to escape, find ways to. And don't get me wrong, I love my brother to death. I love him. Right. Even though we don't agree, even though we don't agree all the time, and I told you guys a story back in the day. You guys know what my family situation is and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wish sometimes things would be different. I really do. But it's one of those things where, unfortunately, for years and years and years, people have always thought of me being, oh, you're going to be just like your brother, a success, this and that.
Right.
You know, and in my mind, I'm like, do you fuckers see who the fuck I am? Do you fucking see who the fuck I am? Like, you guys are killing me here. You know?
They're like high expectations.
Yeah, you are. You're putting the weight of, you know, the weight of the world on my shoulders almost, you know?
They're putting they're putting you in a box, and they're already kind of categorizing you who you are as a person in your mind anyway. At least they may not have that intention, but yeah, I know I've been there, done that many a time, and that used to eat me away for a while. And
I remember at 14, I was in Peru, and mind you, at the time I was young, so I didn't know any better. It was my grandfather's funeral, and my family came over, you know, because again, it was you know, something tragic. You know, all the families from all over the country, all over the world, traveled to Peru, whatever, and all that.
Right.
And I remember my aunt told me what I want to be when I grow up, and I said, oh, I want to be like my father. You know, what I meant with that is someone who, you know, how do I put this?
Follows the beat to their own drum.
Yeah, follows the beat to his own drum. Doesn't give a fuck. Does what he has to do to pay the bills and make sure at the time, you know, my parents are divorced, but at the time that I'm secure and I'm safe and all that. And I don't know what it was, but she said, "Oh, your father's nothing." And mind you, I was 14.
Way to support.
Yeah, I was 14, and it really, you know, it really bothered me to the point where it's like, yeah, this is why I don't travel back to Peru. This is why I don't travel back. This is why, in a way, I feel some type of way about my mom's side of the family. Don't get me wrong, I love them to death, all you want, but I try to distance myself.
God damn it. Sorry, phone going off.
I try to distance myself as much as I can from them, you know? Because I feel like if I, drama will happen, shit will start, you know?
Yeah.
Hence why, in a way, and it sucks that I'm barely there. I have work, I have school. And again, this is not like no sour grapes whatsoever, you know? But that's the way it is right now for me, to an extent.
Yeah.
No one puts a baby in a box. Spaz Phoenix, effing trolls, killer demons. What the
Very
actual
true.
fuck?
Yeah. I mean, no, I can kind of get. I mean, it's not as direct with me, but it's not like the family is like kind of. Don't get me wrong. I love my family to death on both sides. I have no ill will towards them. It's just that, when you have a perception of kind of like, it's, and I hate to say this, it's kind of like when when you're, and this is going to be a really disgusting, gross analogy, but we'll just hit, let's say, puberty. I'm going to use that as an example because it's the only fucking analogy I can think of after 5 shots of Malibu rum. So you see everyone around you go through puberty. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome, 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 awesome. Or some other experience that you're supposed to go through that everyone else has gone and achieved fantastic success at. And you haven't. And that's kind of the general feel, where it's not like, it may not be direct, but sometimes maybe not the direct way is not the greatest either. Or sometimes it's even worse, where it's like, oh, hey, what'd you? I love the Ron White joke. One of my favorite comedians is Ron White, where he's talking about like how his sister's, his brother's a doctor, his sister's an attorney, and he hates Thanksgiving. So his sister goes like, so what'd you do? Well, I just saved a patient from his heart from exploding. Well, what did you do, brother? Yeah, well, I just won this huge battle for this orphanage. Well, Ron, did you do anything new in your career? Yeah. Got a new bit about putting my dick in a toaster. Maybe next year I should go first.
Word. Word. But anywho, yeah, I mean, again, you get this random stuff from the Heel Steven show. Not always wrestling talk.
No.
Families.
Family, society. It's like that. It's like, picture this like Nick News, except it's not on Sunday, it's on Saturday. I used to hate that show. Nick News with Linda Ellervy. Like, what the fuck?
Just be like, hey, this is an excuse for us to throw this out once a month.
Yeah,
hey, you know what texting is, kids? Sure do. Or no, enlighten me, Linda Ellerly.
All right, so here's the thing, right? I'm sub to this YouTuber, all right? No, I don't hate the guy. I have no problem with him whatsoever. I think the guy is great for what he does.
Fucking asshole.
Oh, he's amazing. OK Fabe is the man. OK Fabe is tipsy right now.
Getting there.
Drink, Connor, drink. Drink, Connor, drink.
Folks, for those of you watching at home, I'm not used to drinking hard liquor straight, so you're going to see a lot of goofy reactions from my facial region. Spaz Phoenix, by the way, toaster dicking is important. Steven, if there's a name for this episode, please, for the love of God, make it Toaster Dicking is Important.
Toaster dicking.
Welcome to Heel Steven Show, Episode 3, Toaster Dicking is Important.
Toaster Dicking is important. Hashtag Toaster Dicking is important.
Fuck it, I'm putting it on Twitter right now. I'm putting it on Twitter right now.
I'm putting it right now on Twitter. Toaster Dicking is important. Toaster Dick. What's going on?
Tagging Spaz Phoenix in that one, and Heel Steven, and Wrestling.
Toaster.
There you are.
Dicking.
Hashtag Toaster Dicking.
Hashtag THS is important. At OK Fabe.
EDII.
Hey, I'm Walter.
Oh man, and
Spaz Phoenix.
Hold on, I gotta fucking. I'm gonna link the.
Anywho, here we go.
Fuck? Sorry, I just saw some random tweets from Shelly Martinez.
Oh, the former
The vampire.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah. So
Anyway.
we have a caller, guys. We have a caller here calling in.
An unknown.
Hold on.
Caller 905. What's your name and where you from?
Toaster dicking is, in fact, important.
Indeed it is, brother. Spaz, what's up, bro?
It's Spaz Phoenix, for those of you that don't know.
What's up, bro?
Not a heck of a lot. You guys seem to be having a good time. I thought I'd join the party and be somebody that doesn't call from unknown number.
It happens, dude. It happens.
We're going to have a good time.
Also, Connor Tipsy is fucking amazing. And I thought I'd take a chance to put out a free plug to me and Connor doing our pre-show for Fastlane, the Wednesday before Fastlane, because Connor's there and he's drunk and I'm not, and I'll plug something.
I'm getting there, and in Spaz, you should always plug something.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh, well, she just left, so you guys just missed it.
Oh.
Hey, Spaz, just make sure my mom gets the check, okay?
Did you hold up? Spaz, did you make her look strong? That's the question.
Gotta make her look strong.
Nah, I obliterated that shit. Her pants are now ground zero.
Ground zero. Oh, damn.
She got buried.
Buried.
She'd being up here not from America, I can say that, and not get shot.
Hey. I mean, it's no longer there anymore. Now it's it's constructed now. So I mean, technically.
Wait, did you say shot?
Technically.
Well, I've been past New York to the Mass area, not to see Connor, unfortunately, but I've been past New York, so technically I guess I've flown over ground zero, so it was preparation for tonight, but, you know. She was the one, she drew the long straw, so she won me for the night.
Isn't there, like, some law where you can't fly over ground zero? I thought there was some weird thing about that.
I have no idea.
Yeah, but that's an American law, and I'm a Canadian, so, you know.
Oh, Mr.
Friendly
fucking
neighbors to the north.
Sorry.
Indeed.
I don't even fucking know. I'm fucking bored, and you guys have a hell of a show, so I figured I'd throw my voice in.
Dude, my liver's gonna hate me tomorrow.
It's all good, brother. It's all good. But
No, it's not. My liver's gonna fucking hate me tomorrow.
Oh,
do you work tomorrow, Connor? That is the $1 million question. Do you work tomorrow?
Let me ask you this question. Legitimately, okay, I shouldn't say I'm a responsible man. I'm a semi-responsible man. Do you really think I'd be doing this much alcohol in this short amount of time if I have to work in the next morning? The question is...
the night's still young, the night's still young.
Night's still young. It's 11:47.
Hey. Okay, Faith. Can we get, like, drunk Connor for the Fastlane Tackle show? Like, can this be a thing?
Okay, I'll make you a deal, Spaz. Do a video where you poll your subscriber and ask them what I should drink.
What you should drink?
Yes.
It's almost unfortunate that I can't record video on YouTube.
Agua ardiente.
Oh, gee,
oh my god.
Agua ardiente.
The only thing I would like
you know what? You know you should drink, yo? For anything?
Not tequila.
4 Locos, yo. 4 Locos.
4 Locos? You're trying to kill them?
So to all of Steven's viewers, listeners, whatever, tune in to youtube.com/c/SpazPhoenix the Wednesday before Fastlane for a possibly absolutely obliterated OK fade. It'll be good.
Yep.
That's right, guys. Tune in. Tune in, guys. Tune in! Or else.
Or else I'll just blow up your Twitter feed like I do to Connor and to Steven.
Dude, you are all over my Twitter like a VD. I don't know what it is I did.
Oh, no. I learned my media whoring skills from Connor. This is a true story.
I think we all did. I think we all did.
Well, you have to.
I think we all did.
It's the
again. You have to. Listen.
If we're all media whores,
yes,
and we all learn from Connor, does that make Connor the virtual bottom bitch?
I guess.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, hands down.
Listen, guys, to all the YouTubers out, to all the young YouTubers on here, to all the younger guys, the young boys who are coming up in the game.
All those that are still green.
Yeah, if you're at 150 and below, Walter, I'm sorry, but you're getting there, Walter. You're getting there. You're getting there, brother. I love you, little bro. I love you, but you gotta be a social media whore like Connor. Learn from Connor.
Gotta make it look
If your counts are low, take it from me. It took me 5 years to get 500 subs, so sometimes it's a slow burn.
Nah,
You know those things that wrestling don't know how to book anymore?
yeah, indeed.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, you have to. You literally have to whore yourself out on social media in order to get any sort of attention if you're doing a YouTube channel. Legitimately. Because Facebook and Twitter, especially Twitter, and if you're a wrestling fan, for fuck's sake, wrestling trends on Twitter, what, at least twice a week?
What I normally do in my videos, in the little, when you upload your video, right? In the little thing where you type in whatever, I put all the hashtag Raw, hashtag WWE, hashtag Raw Chicago or Raw whatever, or hashtag, you kind of get the idea.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Well, you got to do it as well. Luckily, most of the social media bits out there connect to each other. So I've got it so YouTube hooks up to Twitter and Facebook automatically. So it's every time something's uploaded, you don't even have to think about it. But then, like I say, I tweeted out to OKFabe specifically, to HEELSTEVEN specifically, to another group that I'm going to plug while I'm here. Everybody should go to the Black Hat Feline channel and check out the Wrestle Recap show with Kristen Suave and Guapo. I tagged them. And then I go to Facebook, and there's literally about 25 places on Facebook, from profiles to groups and whatnot, that I repost it on Facebook once it's already been posted there. So I am, Connor might be the media whore king, but I am the king of redundancy on Facebook. So that's got to count for something, right?
It is, bro. It is. Absolutely, it is, man. Absolutely. So, are you ready for NXT this Thursday?
I am. Friggin' what's it called? I don't know whether they're calling it Rival or Our Rival, and they're just scratching out the AR. Because if you watch the logo, it does say a Rival until they sort of stamp the NXT over it. So it's one of those. It's like Our Evolution. It's like Our Evolution or Revolution. I think WWE is trying to out clever themselves with these names on NXT now.
I think so too. I'll say this though, to me, and I said this last night on the podcast, and I'll say it again. I personally feel like this has been rushed a little bit, as in when you think of these NXT specials, you always think of them being amazing. Holy crap, this is the same company that's giving it these crappy Raw, these crappy SmackDowns, and they're giving it this masterpiece that's called NXT. And
this is the thing, and this is what I find too, is I don't know how many of your viewers will even know who I am, but I have been sort of that one voice out there while everybody else is kind of hopping on the WWE is absolutely in the shits. I'm still there. I'm still trying to say especially now that they've revamped SmackDown, and SmackDown's actually pretty fantastic. It's a matter of I've been that one guy that's saying, hey guys, WWE's not that bad, and everybody's looking for something to say, oh, it's so bad, even this is better, or people in the past would say ROH or TNA, but I find some people, the ones that are really, really aiming to be negative, are they're so conditioned to treat NXT like a separate company. It's WWE gives us nothing, but NXT is great, but NXT comes from WWE.
I think the thing is that they don't understand. I think what they're trying to say is, NXT is Triple H's baby. I think they're going in that direction. Granted, the main roster is all Vince.
Okay, well, here's an example, though, right? And I think I'm cutting you off because I think there's a delay on my phone or something. But here's the main thing, of those fans. And I'm saying, if you have complaints about the company, I'm not going to argue with you. That's not what I'm trying to do. But the ones that are just out there to say something just to rattle their cages and make noise, it's a case of the simplest example is the cancel WWE Network thing, where it's we're not going to order the WWE Network until WWE programming is as good as NXT. But you're canceling the network, which is what has NXT on it, and you're still watching Raw to complain about it. So what kind of mixed message are you giving the WWE?
Exactly. My thing is this. Listen, if you're bothered by what the WWE is doing right now, if you don't like it whatsoever, you know what? Change the channel. Watch something else.
Watch some TNA.
Watch TNA. Watch Ring of Honor. Watch Lucha Underground.
Or I there's something I'm going to mention about Lucha Underground later on, but go ahead.
Or you know what? Hey, you have the WWE Network. Go watch some of the old episodes of Raw from the Attitude Era or
Nitro,
the Federation or Nitro. That's what you could do if you're so bothered by what they're giving you. Granted, yes, 3 hours can be fucking grueling. I understand that.
But that 3 hours isn't on the network, is my point. That's why their logic is off.
Exactly.
Like they're canceling the network to protest, but mostly, and I will say mostly because I know there's crap about Royal Rumble, Roddy Rob, Ryan didn't win, we're all gonna cry. But like mostly, what they're complaining about isn't on the network. So why would you not get everybody to get the network so that you know, hey, NXT is what we like, NXT is what we're gonna throw our support behind.
Of course.
And I think I get your point. The unfortunate thing is that the network is this bucket that has all these different things. So when you say, okay, you know, how are we going to protest the Royal Rumble fiasco, if some people are even calling it that, and again, that's a matter of perspective, obviously. But when you do that, you're saying, oh, yeah, well, let's hit him in the pockets. Let's F the network. But if you like NXT, that's the only place you're going to find the network. If you watch the old stuff, the only place you're going to find is the network. So it's kind of counterintuitive and counterproductive, almost kind of cancels itself out. So it's kind of one of those weird half-ass or back-ass words things that just doesn't really quite work. I get where you're going at, but just it really kind of like makes you scratch your head sometimes. Like, well, really? Oh, okay, sure. Show your support for NXT by canceling your subscription. Go for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyways, I think I cut you guys all off while you were trying to start an NXT takeover discussion.
I'll just ask you if you're ready for this. I mean, I am. You know, again, the fact that we get to see, you know, Adrian Neville versus Finn Balor and Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Granted, I understand. A lot of people say, "Oh, but Heel Steven, you've watched those before in Ring of Honor." And I agree. But now it's on a bigger stage. It's on a bigger stage.
I don't care.
If you know it's already great, it's like you want to see it under that microscope. It's like I will freely admit I did not know who the hell Daniel Bryan or CM Punk were before they came to WWE. A lot of other people, oh my God, you should check out their shit in ROH. Okay, yeah, now, but now we're going to get the same thing with the big bad, you know, WWE amplifier on it. Like when Punk and Bryan finally fought on a WWE pay-per-view. How big was that for everybody? That was big for ROH fans, I would assume.
The bank, I think.
Oh, they just.
I think it was Fastlane.
Fastlane?
No. Over the limit.
There we go.
2012.
That's
over
how
the
much
limit.
It happened back then in the future.
That's how much that feud mattered.
You want a shot?
Fuck yeah, why not? I'll take a shot. But
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live, people.
Damn it.
Oh, speaking of random YouTube shit, so I found that YouTube clip last time, which of course got Steven blocked in certain countries, God knows why. So I've now been on this like YouTube kick to watch a lot of old school shit. Does anybody here remember watching The Farting Preacher?
No.
Oh, God, just
Preacher.
Just YouTube Farting Preacher.
Anyways, guys, I gotta bounce out. It's been fun. Have a good show.
Oh, Spaz.
What?
Before you go, do you want to promote your social media for the people out there to know who you are?
I want to promote my social media. All right. Check me out on Twitter at SpazPhoenix during Raws and pay-per-views. You can follow me live tweet much the same way Connor does with the hashtag tweet along with Spaz. Check me out on Facebook, facebook.com/SpazPhoenix. Check me out on YouTube, youtube.com/C/SpazPhoenix, and that's about it. I haven't quite hit as many podiums as Connor has, but as I said to a friend of mine a little while ago, I might get an Instagram. My username will be I have enough social media. Thank you.
There you go. That's not bad.
Cheers, guys.
All right, brother. Peace out, man. Have a good night.
I always like Spaz.
That was Spaz Phoenix. Good guy.
I do like Spaz. Spaz is an intriguing individual. I mean that in the nicest way. He is very opinionated. And I don't mean that in a like he's strong with. He's very, very strongly opinionated. Definitely go check him out if you like wrestling talk.
Indeed, guys. Absolutely, yeah.
But
anywho, yeah,
that shit,
guys. So yesterday after the podcast, I ended the stream, whatever, and before I spoke to my lady, she's watching. She's watching right now. But I bumped into this video. By the Stardog Chip. Now, mind you, I have no problems with the guy. No issues whatsoever. Okay. I think he's a phenomenal YouTuber. Go check him out. If you haven't subbed to him yet, Go sub to him. He deserves more sub than what he has. He has like about 100 some change. He needs more. Walter, so do you. But again, Walter, I understand you're not doing video. You got school
God, you
and
just
all that.
Walter this whole time.
I'm sorry, bro, but Walter,
Poor
I love you,
Walter.
bro. Walter, I love you, bro. I love you.
No, he
You're
doesn't.
homo. Yeah, I do. What the fuck?
I'm
But
just kidding.
anywho, I know. But anywho, yeah. So he did this video regarding Ring of Honor. As many of you may know, Ring of Honor is going through some financial trouble right now.
I'm gonna read the article.
Read the article, Connor, if you can. Read the
All right.
article. And the nicest, you know what, Connor, we should do, Connor? Put some, instrumental news music and read the article if you can.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the actual article, and then I'm going to. You want that same music we pulled in the intro?
Yes, if you want.
All right, hold on. All right, here we go.
Walter, that Ring of Honor, that
The Wrestling Observer newsletter reports that Ring of Honor is currently dealing with a lot of financial issues that basically come from Sinclair Broadcasting, which owns ROH, not getting more behind the company. Let me turn that volume down a little bit. There we go. CEO Joe Kolf met with head officials at Sinclair Black in December to try and get them to expand the budgets for 2015 and 2016, pushing the idea that Ring of Honor could become the number two wrestling promotion in the country. Kolf brought Adam Cole and the Briscoes to the meeting for them to do a pro wrestling style promos on how TNA was losing steam, moving to Destination America, and that ROH could become the number 2 in the U.S. Reportedly failed. Ring of Honor's December pay-per-view. Ring of Honor's December pay-per-view, their second show on standard pay-per-view, did just 8,000 buys, and that it didn't help things either. The 8,000 numbers had to be under the company projections, but not by a large number. Sinclair officials told Koff to be more disciplined with spending this year. There's a feeling that Sinclair wants Ring of Honor for consistent programming on their network, but they are not interested in investing a lot or taking chances to build them. These financial issues are the reasons why talents such as Roderick Strong, Maria Kanellis, and Mike Bennett aren't under contract, and of course, as noted before, TNA, Lucha Underground, and New Japan Pro Wrestling all have an interest in signing the duo of Kanellis and Bennett.
Oh, shit. They really ROH number 2. Oh, God.
You said number 2.
Yeah, so this video was made, it's like a 22 long minute video. Now, mind you, I didn't watch the video's entirety. I didn't get to watch it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the video, and I'm going to respond. We're going to respond.
You're going to play the whole 22 minutes?
Why not? Right? It's a HEELSTEVEN show. Why not?
I can't last 22 minutes. I can only last maybe 2, depending 3.
Probably last like a minute.
Well, okay, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to take a piss right now, all right? We're going to take a little break. We're going to take a short little break. I'll use the bathroom. When I come back, we'll play the video. And, guys, while I'm gone, promote some stuff, all right?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay,
play the
folks.
music.
God damn you. Damn you. Does he realize what he did? He just literally gave his... He's an idiot. He literally just gave his live stream on his channel to somebody who's slightly inebriated. Who could possibly flag this video and his channel and make it go down faster than the Titanic. I don't know if that's a good thing to do. Let me see if I can post music here. Oh. That's good commercial break music right there, folks. Anyway, folks, for any of the amazing 4 people watching us now live on the YouTube channel, all 4 of you, go ahead and leave any sort of comments or anything on the side area over, I don't know what, dude, I don't know my left from my rights right now. I'm so fucking tipsy.
Oh, shit.
Let us know if there's anything in particular you want us to talk about, including the fact that hashtag toaster dicking is indeed important. Don't forget, if you want to call in, I will do a shot every time someone calls in. The number, once again, is 718-473-0813. God damn it, how long does it take Steven to take a fucking piss?
It takes like 5 minutes.
Dude, seriously? Okay, thank God.
Oh.
The bear can cover. By the way, the wrestling bear is a cousin to the masturbating bear, not to be confused. I want to make sure you guys are all aware of that. I should probably get more tipsy during these hangouts. This is kind of getting...
Bear, no.
Yeah.
I just want to see guys, you know what? Steven can't make it right now. He's in the shitter right now.
It's hunting season, motherfucker.
Oh, I'm taking over the show.
Oh no! Oh Bear, no!
Bear, yeah. I'm surprised Steven hasn't legitimately tried it. You know those teddy bears they sell on WWE Shop?
Yeah.
Oh, bear, no, I am the wrestling bear.
Welcome to the Bear WF, the BWF, the Bear Wrestling Federation.
Get out of here.
The Bear Wrestling Federation.
Steven, thank God you're
I
here.
apologize.
Thank God you're here. There's a bear here. I didn't have my bear trap.
Oh, damn.
It sounded like you for some reason. It was fucking weird.
Oh,
Not your
no.
love child, is it?
Nah. Nothing like that. Anywho, yeah, where were we? We're going to play this video. Oh, fuck.
So I basically asked people to like leave comment suggestions on what to talk about. Killer Demon 669 said lockdown.
Lockdown.
Another unknown number. Listen, dude, you're unknown. I'm not going to answer your phone. I'm sorry, buddy.
No unknown numbers. After what happened
Where did,
last
Connor,
time.
and where did Connor go?
Where'd he go? Oh fuck, he left.
He left. We'll get to lockdown in a bit. We'll get into lockdown in a little bit, guys, so don't worry about that. Gosh, where did Connor go?
I have no idea. It's like.
And he's back!
Yeah,
He's
Hi.
back!
he's back.
Ladies and gentlemen, alcohol was involved in the decision of me leaving this show. Dude, this is something that needs to happen more frequently. By the way, random thought. I think I mentioned this on your podcast, Steven. I'm actually thinking about doing something over on my channel. No, there we go. Where I'm going to do something called Tipsy Soldier, where essentially I basically play Call of Duty and get really fucking trashed every time I die. Speaking of which,
He keeps
It goes to anybody out there,
oh,
alright?
Huh?
what was that?
Here's the thing,
Oh.
guys, okay? Any of you out there, if you're going to dial in, you better have a number. If you have an unknown number, I am not going to pick up your call.
Listen, it doesn't matter if the number's 3 or 7 or 5. As long as it's a number. Doesn't matter what. You can pick it as low as high as you want.
Unknown numbers are just trolls.
Unknown.
Well,
Which is weird because I think the second to last one was like me repeating myself, which, listen, there's enough of me on the internet. We don't need to hear my echo.
Anywho, guys, at this moment, we're not going to be taking calls until we finish watching this video. Alright? I'm going to play the video. It's a response, us responding to this. Okay?
Wait, it's the Kim
And again-
Kardashian sex, right?
And again, listen, we mean no harm here. We're not bashing anybody. We're not insulting anybody. We're not making fun of nobody here. We're just giving here a respectful, professional response to Stardog Night, to the Stardog champ.
If
Okay.
if anyone's going to make fun of anyone, damn it, they're going to make fun of me. So continue, Steven.
So again, guys, if any of you guys have as a friend on Facebook or Twitter, what have you, tell them to watch this part of the stream where we respond to this video. Again, it's a professional response at the end of the day.
Well, maybe yours.
Maybe.
response.
But the title of his video, okay, is ROH in financial problems, and yet no one makes fun of them.
On that note, I'll be right back.
Okay. Where's Connor?
I have no idea. He's probably needs to use the bathroom.
He probably is. Gotta take a shit. I'll wait for Connor to come back, then we'll play the clip. You know?
I mean,
Walter. So football season is gone, dude.
it's gone. I mean,
Now
I'll
it's
miss it,
basketball
obviously.
season.
Now,
Basketball.
I'm not excited for that either. Honestly, when New York's they're all doing bad. It sucks.
How about them? That's to believe, bro. There's hope for the Knicks. There's hope.
There's hope for him to keep losing, I hope, because at this point, winning doesn't help. So,
Or do they have a chance to go to the playoffs?
no, they shouldn't.
No.
They probably do if they keep winning, but they shouldn't. Because you're gonna be an 8 seed. You're gonna face the fucking Hawks, who are, I don't know how they're good now, but
Oh, Hawks.
the
Walter,
Hawks.
are you wearing a do-rag, bro? Are you wearing a
I'm
do-rag?
wearing a hat.
I feel like you're wearing a do-rag underneath that, dude, like a little wave cap. UConn represent. Repping UConn.
Up in the Yukon. Probably won't even have school on Monday or Tuesday.
I hope we got no school, dude.
Fucking snow.
To my girlfriend out there, I hope you're watching. You're special to me.
Thank you, Steven. You are too.
Oh, Connor's back.
I came back at literally the most perfect time.
All right, so the title of this dude's video is, again, ROH in financial problems, and yet no one makes fun of them. It's a 22-minute video. Again, guys, subscribe to his channel. Good YouTuber. I'll have a link to his channel down below in the description at the end of the stream. Subscribe to him or else. All right? Now, mind you, again, we're gonna respond here. We're gonna respond. Ready?
Yep.
I'm playing the video in times. If you want me to pause, I'll pause. We can talk, all right? All right?
Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
What's going on, guys? This is Champ coming at you with a very quick video, wrestling related, of course. So I came across a small little news that actually caught my attention and actually made me laugh a bit. So according to this news that I read, or should I say according to Dave Meltzer, because he was the one that posted this, ROH is having financial trouble, money problem. Okay, they don't have the money. They don't have enough money to pay some of their stars on their roster.
By the way, guys, nobody call in right now.
So according to Meltzer, so basically what happened is, I'm assuming this happened like a month or two ago. This is when TNA was still searching for a new network, or at least when they announced they were in Destination America. I'm assuming that because TNA landed on Destination America, the higher ups in ROH thought, hey, TNA is on a network that barely surpasses 80 million homes. Hey, we should go to Sinclair, pitch the idea. Hey, give us the money, give us the the necessary budget, if you will, so that way we can go and expand and take TNA's second place, the second place spot, if you will. Take that, because so basically what I'm saying is, ROH, the people in charge of ROH thought, this was their time to rise, their time to shine, and they thought, hey man, we should take the number 2 spot right now, because TNA is pretty much stuck in a slump. Of course, that's what they think. And I'm guessing they pitched the idea to Sinclair and the Sinclair podcast, which is the network that ROH is on. ROH is on. But the people in charge of Sinclair were like, okay, no, we're not going to do that. Okay, we're not going to invest any more of our money to ROH. Okay, so basically, in a nutshell, Sinclair is being cheap. They're being cheap. They don't want to, pump any more money to ROH, and because of that, now ROH, there's a chance that ROH, are going to have to cut back on their spending. They're going to have to start cutting back. They might have to start cutting, money, cutting paychecks from wrestlers. And because of that, there are some wrestlers in ROH right now are like looking to, find other work, find someplace else to work, because ROH is not, they're just not paying them enough, I guess. And right now WWE is looking to, sign a few ROH wrestler, and I don't know about TNA. It looks from the rumors, TNA is also looking at a couple of people in ROH as well. So, yeah. But the reason why I'm doing this video is the irony behind it. Remember when TMZ broke the news? And better yet, it's not just TMZ, but remember when TNA, when there was that rumor that TNA was in a huge, they were having a huge money problem. This was when they were doing that live tour show, okay, in 2013. And the news broke out. TNA was pretty much overspend their budget. Now they don't have enough money to sustain themselves because the road shows are really killing them. And then everybody and their moms, in social media, of course, from Facebook, Twitter, you name it, any wrestling-related website, were trashing the living hell out of TNA. They were trashing TNA. They were calling Dixie Carter, every...
Okay.
He makes a point. I'm not gonna lie.
He does. He does. I'm not gonna lie either. Now, mind you guys, listen, people are going to assume that by this response that we're TNA haters, and no, we're not. We don't hate TNA. Matter of fact, I'm wearing a TNA shirt right now, Austin Aries.
TNA shirt, Austin Aries, ain't double.
Now,
he makes valid points here.
He does. And I have to say is, my goodness, is that TNA and ROH are two... I'm saying this in the nicest way I can, and I have no disrespect to either company. I love both of them. And I was mentioning this to Steven off the air before we hopped on, is that TNA and ROH, they're different companies on two, and in my opinion, two different levels. TNA got on pay-per-view, standard pay-per-view, much faster, obviously, than ROH did. ROH is basically I'm not trying to make this sound negative, they are the upper echelon, the cream of the crop when it comes to independent wrestling promotions. There's a different vibe. There's a different vibe you get when you're at a TNA show versus ROH. Maybe not lately, but generally speaking, you can get the tone of the whole organization. So it's kind of a different scenario. Like he mentioned, when everyone jumped on the bandwagon and TNA was blah blah blah, and it was bigger news. I think it was bigger news because of the track record that TNA has had. Let's be a little honest here. TNA's success has been a little bit better than Ring of Honor's. Not saying they haven't had failures, but TNA, when they were at their higher point, were definitely much bigger than Ring of Honor.
They were, absolutely.
So.
And again, the reason why is like you said earlier, the mainstream, because TNA, where they were at and where they're now, they were on a mainstream level platform with Spike TV.
Right.
Granted, yes, Spike TV treated them like shit.
Yeah.
Till the end, they did. And now, if you think about it, they're both on the same platform, where they're both. If you think about it, Destination America is a syndicated network. It is.
America.
It's
America.
Premium network.
America.
Most people would have to pay a package just
to get. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of eyeballs are not going to do that. A lot of people are not going to buy a package.
No.
Just to get one channel for one particular show that the rest of the show they're not going to watch. However, with Ring of Honor, it's also syndicated because it's from St. Clair. St. Clair obviously doesn't give a shit about them either. But obviously, you look at both of them, TNA has the upper hand. They do.
True, because TNA has been the number 2 in the business for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, by default, they have number 2.
Yeah, by default. Yeah, by default. Now, we're going to continue playing this video, all right? Tell me, guys, when you want me to stop. Hopefully, Connor stops shitting his pants.
No guarantee. And with me, Steven, there's no promises. Except when it comes to cuddling after and looking you in the eye.
Oh, yeah. His anaconda is,
My anaconda don't want none, and this is such a regret.
Oh.
He's going to wake up tomorrow. Oh.
I never get hangovers, believe it or not. Never.
Oh, yeah.
What's the worst? It's the bath. No, it's the bathroom trip afterwards. Dude, I need a seatbelt for the toilet after some of the nights I drink. It's bad.
I'll be like the governor. Oh yeah, you ever watch You ever watch Friday After Next?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, dude.
When they go in the bath, oh.
Dude, I might need JR commentary for the epic amount of time I'm going to be in the bathroom. Oh God, he has a family.
Yes, a family. Damn it.
All right, I'll play the video, guys. Ready? More of this. Right now, we're into the 4-minute mark. All right, we're almost there, guys.
We're almost there.
Name in the book. Calling her stupid, she's a stupid businesswoman, and then there were like guys, there were like journalists out there saying, hey, WWE should buy TNA, or WWE should take some of these stars from TNA. And then you got, what's that motherfucker's name? Kevin Castle, whatever fuck his name is. The fat motherfucker on the Don and Tony show. Those guys were making videos making fun of TNA and talking about, hey, AJ Styles and Austin Aries should go to WWE while they still can, blah 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 blah. Everybody and the motherfucking mom were trashing the living hell out of TNA. I mean, let's face it, man. The summer of 2013 for TNA was terrible.
I am happy that we can agree on something. We can agree on something. The summer of 2013 for TNA was terrible.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was really bad for them.
Tito Ortiz, people. Tito Ortiz.
Yeah.
Avellino in the comments says caca poop. Amen.
Who?
Anthony Avellino.
Caca poop. Okay.
Kapoop.
Caca poop. Wait. I have it here on request, on demand for you right now. Hey, man, brother.
All right, we're gonna play the video more. But as far as Dixie's concerned, and again, we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
And it just got worse after that. I mean, as a TNA fan, it was kind of hard for me to support TNA because everywhere I go, there was not one positive, comment or reaction.
I know where he's about to
It
go
was
with
all
this.
these negative
I know where he's about to go with this.
Oh,
I know where he's about to go. Let's play it.
comments. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Like, not one positive comment. And it's like these people really wanted to see TNA die. And it didn't stop there. They eventually got the TMZ news. TMZ broke out saying, "Hey, Spike is gonna drop TNA or whatever." And then you got all the IWC members jumping on board, taking the TMZ story, and they started to, mock TNA and saying, "Yeah, TNA is going out of business," and stuff like that. And people were celebrating. People were like celebrating that TNA is going to meet its demise. And I remember reading that. I'm like, I was heartbroken. In fact, I was so heartbroken that I wouldn't say I was depressed or anything, but I was just, let's put it this way, I was just heartbroken.
Okay, dude.
What the fuck?
I know I was.
I was heartbroken. Not heartbroken.
I wasn't. I mean, I was mad, but I'm not fucking heartbroken, dude. You get heartbroken over a girl leaving you. You get heartbroken over losing a job. You get heartbroken if you can't make payments on your fucking tuition. You get heartbroken if you're about to go on a date with the most hottest bitch in your job or your school, and you're about to go to pick her up, and your tire pops, and you can't have a spare tire. That's where you're heartbroken.
All right, I think he might have just used the wrong words. I know I have, especially tonight. Cheers. The thing of it is, and I think you and I mentioned this, and I think you and I talked about this before, Steven, is the fact that a lot of people were making fun of the fact that TNA was or looked like they were going to flop. Because first, let's backtrack a little bit, as my chair is miraculously sinking for some reason. This is weird. This isn't the booze. My chair is literally sinking for some reason. TNA's main source of revenue back when they were with Spike TV was Spike TV. That's just the way it was. So for them to lose Spike meant that they could have possibly lost out of all their most of the revenue that they were coming in. So basically most of their revenue was coming from Spike TV, long story short. So it wasn't just the fact that they were getting off Spike TV, it's the fact that they were getting off Spike TV and there was no other news about where they were going to go. They were essentially dead in the water. TNA has had a kind of up and down success in terms of creative track record. They get one thing, they get another, they get a next, they get another, and it's kind of like I think generally we kind of wanted to succeed, but there's a couple of different characteristics that I think a lot of the IWC, YWC, and again, I'm just basing this off of what I've seen and or read based off of general opinions and reviews. There could be some that disagree with me, that I could be completely misleading and reading people wrong. I'll be the first to admit that on here. But I think, A, a lot of people compare TNA to WCW, and B, they can see it as a I'm trying to be nice here. They see it as a place for a lot of former WWE talent to go to. Let's be honest. The last 3 or 4 years, we've seen a lot of former WWE talent flock to TNA. Whether or not that's good or bad, it's just a fact. It just is what it is. Was it smart for TNA to bring them in? That's debatable because you have the star power and all that, blah, blah, blah. But you take in the fact that they are not really pushing, at the time, original talent when it was really starting to go downhill in the summer of 2013, and the fact that a lot of people compared to WCW based off the writing and similar trends and topics and whatnot being the second promotion in the sports entertainment genre. I think that it kind of has a lot of negative stereotypical characteristics that, whether right or wrong, people associate with. And so I think based off of that, it's like, oh shit, well on top of that, they're losing Spike TV. Well, now they're fucked. And I think that's why a lot of people kind of were making fun of it and thinking that it might go out of business. As far as being heartbroken, different choice of words. It would suck because as many, including Vince McMahon himself, competition creates the best in no matter what business you observe. No matter what business you look at, no matter what business you decide to compare it to, competition brings out the best because it brings out the best competition and brings out the best product for both or multiple parties in that industry and also for the consumer as well, too. So I'm going to get off my soapbox, take a shot, and let you guys talk.
I agree. Yeah. I really do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, yeah, I agree. Again, I wouldn't go with that whole thing of just saying all that.
I mean, he just overreacted a little bit.
I think he did too. And again, I say one thing being passionate, but fuck, yo.
Yeah, it's like he was about to cry or something. What the fuck?
Dude, one word, bro. Shrooms, bro. Shrooms. That's all I can say. And I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I'm not trying to be fucked up. I'm not trying to be a dick here. But it's like, bro, shrooms, bro. Just shrooms. You know what I mean?
Shrooms making the world go round. No, but I think that is he relatively starting out, this guy, this YouTuber?
He has like 100 or something subscribers.
Okay, so
I mean, he's big on TNA. He's a big TNA fan, and I understand that, and I can respect that.
Let's be honest. We've fucked up on a lot of videos, both you and I, in terms of saying something or conveying a message or conveying an emotion that we weren't meaning to. So, you know, just poor choice of words. That's all.
Indeed.
I like the kid. I think kid, like I'm a fucking egotistical maniac on YouTube as I pour another shot of alcohol to get through this little hangout here. No, I thought he spoke very well. I think that and he made a very, very, very good argumentative point. So I appreciate it. I subbed.
Me too. I've been subbing him for a while. I just think, though, again, you know, and I'll be honest, I don't think and again, we're not negative here. We're not bashing him or anything like that.
No.
I just feel like he's talking about this as someone who doesn't watch Ring of Honor. Because he gives that, you can hear that vibe from him. Like, he doesn't watch ROH, not familiar with the product. I could be wrong here. But, again, I'm gonna continue playing the video, okay? Continue playing the video, okay?
No promises.
We're in the 6-minute mark.
Okay, no promises. I won't be playing fart videos. So
I sat there in front of my laptop reading these nasty comments, and I'm like, this is what wrestling fans have succumbed to. This is why pro wrestling is at. This is why mainstream pro wrestling suck. You know, it really bothers the hell out of me. And it made no sense why people are thinking like that. You have to understand, though, as a TNA fan, TNA fans are outnumbered 10 to 1. Okay? Dealing with a bunch of dipshits on the internet. Being bullied 24/7.
The bully part
You
maybe
know,
a little strong, but I
I've
agree with.
seen passionate TNA fans trying to fight back, but they have been overpowered by. I mean, I went to like a couple of sites. There was one passionate TNA fans, and poor soul, man.
Here we go.
He fought. I mean, he is
Here we
truly
go.
a soldier. He fought the battle. He was by himself. There were 5 motherfuckers on the net. 5 motherfuckers or more. WWE fans, ROH fans, IWC butt kissers, you name it, ganging up on this one TNA fan.
Who?
It amazes me what this world has come to. It's amazing me what social media has done to pro wrestling. Now, the shoe is on the other foot. ROH is having financial trouble, and I don't see not one fucking IWC member, I don't see Dave Meltzer or whoever, making fun of ROH.
And you want to know why, buddy? And I'll tell you why. Because nobody gives a fuck about Ring of Honor.
Exactly.
Nobody cares.
Not a lot
You
of
gotta
people
understand. And I don't mean to say that. I don't mean to say this in a negative way either.
Yeah, I know.
I don't mean to say this, but the problem is, again, welcome to the IWC. Okay, welcome to the IW. You're gonna deal with this every time. You gotta have thick skin. If you don't have thick skin, you don't belong. Now, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm not. However, the problem is, and I don't want to misconstrue my words here, okay? I don't want to do that. The problem is that you're going to deal with it all the time. Now, because someone doesn't like TNA, does that make them automatically a WWE fanboy? No, I've seen people say that all the time. And that's the stupidest thing to say. My belief is this. In order to hate on something, you have to like something first. Or give it a chance. Because you're not going to hate on something right away. It doesn't work that way.
Fair enough.
You know?
Hey, Steven, not to interrupt this conversation, but the comments are kind of going a little cuckoo over here. Not necessarily about the Ring of Honor or the video, but Thrash Maniac 99, whose video is this? We'll leave a description for, what's his name again?
Stardog Champ. He's a good YouTuber guy. Go sub to him.
Yep. And then, I hope I'm saying this right. Anthony Avellino keeps going crazy. Apparently,
I know. I blocked him. I blocked him already.
Okay. But he had so many inspiring comments, Steven, such as and tomorrow with no L. So it's tomorrow. And pussy, hi. These are inspiring words, Steven. These are inspiring words that we need to read here on the Heel Steven Show. Damn.
Blocked. Blocked.
All right.
I'm not gonna deal with no negativity. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
It wasn't negativity. We just writing fucking random shit.
I know.
So do you like? If he's still watching, yes, I do like comic. Yeah. Jesus,
But
comics.
I checked the profile and it's like, yeah, dead account. Fuck it. Blocked.
Makes you curious how that shit goes on, but anyway, I digress.
All right, Andre.
Now this-
I digress.
This booze is really starting to hit me now. Like, if it wasn't before, it'd really make my head
All
spin.
right. We're in the 8th minute mark. I guarantee we're gonna pause in the 10th minute mark. I guarantee you. Watch.
I'm gonna fucking time you, you son of a
Guys,
bitch.
listen. Whenever you guys want me to stop, I'll stop. But you guys want to add anything, add any input, I
Okay.
will. All right, let me know.
Okay.
No one was making fun of ROH. No one.
You didn't give us the chance.
Yeah, but here's the thing though that actually amazes me. And I'm thinking about making a follow-up video on this as well. The TNA fans don't do this shit. WWE fans go to TNA pages and they troll, they make fun of TNA, they make fun of the fans like bullies. The irony, right? WWE is the bully, so is the fans. And you have anti-bully messages in WWE, yet that doesn't seem like it's working. And they go to TNA page from Twitter to Facebook, Instagram, whatever, trash talking, making fun of the fans, making fun of the product that's putting on better shows than Raw. But here, ROH. But here's the funny thing is, a lot of WWE fans are ROH fans. I'm sorry, I refuse to believe that, WWE fans are just WWE fans that just like the Vince McMahon product. No, they love ROH as well. They're fucking IWC followers. These guys.
Okay, how do you know?
No,
How do
that's not that.
Stardog, brother, Stardog. I want you to tell me, how do you know that a lot of WWE fans are Ring of Honor fans?
No way. That's bullshit.
It is. I'm sorry, bro, but that's complete bullshit. A lot of Ring of Honor fans, a lot of WWE fans don't even know what the fuck Ring of Honor is.
They just watch WWE.
You have to understand that WWE, especially now, hell, even Triple H said this on the fucking Austin podcast, there's such a broad demographic now. They're appealing to as many people as they fucking can.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, hell, more people know who John Cena is than Adam Cole. More than it is what it is. WWE is not appealing to just wrestling fans or Rasslin fans. They're appealing to entertainment fans across a broad spectrum. So, of course, they're going to have a bigger audience. So, of course, not everyone's going to know who Ring of Honor is. I will give WWE credit. They are trying to get the name out, or at least they're semi-trying to with some of the DVDs and documentaries and articles they've been doing lately. So at least are they trying? It's a very fucking minimal amount, but they're still fucking trying, so...
Yeah,
indeed.
I mean,
but again, guys, but again, to say that a lot of WWE fans are Ring of Honor fans, dude, that's completely stupid.
That's really crazy.
No.
To me, again, you say that you don't see TNA fans doing that. That is complete bullshit.
Yeah,
I've seen it myself. I've seen a lot of TNA fans. Some of them know who they are. I'm not gonna name any, but they know who they are. I've seen them crap on WWE 24/7. I've seen them crap on the WWE. Hell, they forced themselves to watch WWE. They forced themselves to watch it, but
right,
they really.
I just gotta get through this one Raw. Just through this one.
But deep down, they don't. But deep down, they hate watching it, but they watch it anyway. Again, my advice to any TNA fan out there: you gotta have thick skin. And everyone's product is getting crapped on.
Yeah.
You have to have thick skin and cradle the balls. That's how you do it.
Exactly. That too, boss.
It's
but
fanboy wars.
Again, this whole fanboy mentality is stupid.
I know.
Completely stupid.
If you don't like something, just just don't mention it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Should we open up the phone lines again now, or are we still playing?
Not yet. We're still playing the video.
Have been brainwashed by the IWC. Okay, this is year 2015. Social media has changed the face of the earth.
That I do agree with, by the way. Social media has changed the face of the earth. It has. Wrestling, sports, TV shows, you name it, it has changed it.
To think we could socially interact with someone on a global scale with a similar interest or conversation 15 years ago.
It's fucking amazing. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. Continue playing.
Could you guys imagine this? Let's say I have 10,000. No, fuck that. Let's say I have 100,000 followers on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
Shit, kid, don't aim that high yet. You're barely at 200, but it could happen though. I don't even have that much yet, but fuck it.
Shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
I could easily brainwash my loyal followers.
I don't. That's the most stupidest thing you could say. You could easily brainwash your followers, dude.
Listen. Do what I say. You're my follower. This is my show now, bitch. Brainwash you. Yeah, of course you can't.
This is now the OK Fabe Show with HEELSTEVEN and the host. Game. Just taking over the show.
See how easy that was, folks? It was that easy, and you too can do it. You can do that now on my new book.
The white guy took over the minority show. Great.
It's the history of America. I say that out loud. Holy shit! I should take it out.
Anywho, we got because he playing this. We're almost,
Yeah.
fuck, 10-minute mark.
Sit here and say, hey, don't vote for, the fucking liberals. Vote for conservatives, and I can easily convince them right then and there because they're my loyal followers. That's how far social media has come. We live in a fucking era where people can't think for themselves. They need a leader, a so-called leader, to tell them what to do.
I'll take that.
Now let's say ROH is in financial deep shit right now, and I don't see one TNA fan go on an ROH related page and make fun of them. Not one. Even Twitter, even Facebook. I go on Facebook. Not one person. I haven't checked yet, but I'm pretty sure not one have said any, have not made fun of ROH. They don't make fun of ROH, and they don't make fun of the fans. I go to WrestlingInc.com's comment section. I don't see one. I've seen a couple of TNA. I've actually seen some familiar names. That are TNA fans, but they didn't go in there to make fun of them. In fact, they said they were wishing ROH luck. They'll say, hey man, don't go out of business. Don't get your shit together. I actually went on there. I don't normally comment on Wrestling Inc. a lot, but I said, I said the irony ain't in it. Now the shoe is on the other foot. For years, you ROH marks, no, better yet, you smarks, all you IWC followers have been trashing TNA.
Okay, you are doing the exact thing what the IWC expects from a TNA fan.
Yeah.
Connor?
He's being really, really defensive. Like, who cares?
In terms of defending TNA to the core.
God
Yeah,
damn.
you IWC smart, you this
No,
and
but
that.
he's complaining that ROH isn't getting shit for the
You know
news that-
why? And I'll tell you why. And I'm going to be very blunt here. Okay? Ring of Honor has been... Okay, Ring of Honor and TNA has been around for the last 13 plus years. They've both been around longer than WCW. Let that sink in for a bit. Let that sink in.
Holy Jesus.
They've both been around longer than WCW. I'm talking about Ted Turner's WCW. That's what I'm talking about.
Not the NWA.
They've been around longer than Ted Turner's WCW. The difference is, yes, Ring of Honor, okay, they haven't done stupid decisions. Now, mind you, maybe they have. But they aren't so, what's the word I'm looking for? Astronomical to what TNA has done over the years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's been a lot of questionable decisions, and that's why people just...
Ring of Honor, if you watch, because again, I feel like Stardog, you don't watch ROH, and that's fine. You can watch whatever you want. You have that entitlement. However, if you watch Ring of Honor, you should know that they don't focus on storylines. They focus on the wrestling aspect.
Yeah, they're not as heavily influenced.
Exactly.
That's their identity.
So booking. So the reason why people don't crap on it is because Ring of Honor hasn't made dumb decisions over the years. They haven't. Now you look at TNA, and listen, I love TNA. I want them to succeed, and I'm sure you both want TNA to succeed as well.
Yeah. The more the better.
Exactly. The last thing I want to see is a wrestling fed go out of business.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. And Connor about the fart, I can tell, but if we can be serious for a bit here.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I muted it.
Okay. The thing is, at the end of the day, Fuck, I lost my train of thought. I lost it.
Like a fart in the wind. We don't want wrestling organizations to fail, because at the end of the day, it creates that competition that I was mentioning earlier. Competition brings them the best in everything. Do you remember how many fans were heartbroken when WCW and ECW went out of business because now there's only one Mecca one, which there kind of sort of still is?
Yeah, there's one dominating completely. Like, there is no competition still. Even though there's a bunch of companies out there, still one big company that dominates the rest. Right,
and if if you have other organizations that are a step up above the indie ones, which up here in the New England area, and I think Steven can attest to this a little bit too. Some of the areas up here, there are indie levels that are down here, and there's some that are up close to the Ring of Honor level. But what it does is it creates a platform for talent to get over. So now you have a stage and a audience to allow people to see these new up-and-coming talent. If there was no Ring of Honor, there'd be no Briscoe brothers. If there was no TNA or Ring of Honor, there'd be no AJ Styles or Christopher Daniels, or at least not well known on the level that we know them today.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head, my friend.
So
you hit the shot glass on the head.
Bam! Did you say shot glass?
Shot glass.
Taking a shot. He's gonna wake up. I can see the selfie. I can see the morning selfie now.
I'll send it to you first, Steven. It'll be like the
oh yeah.
hashtag regret.
But again, I mean, you gotta understand that the reason why people don't crap on Ring of Honor like that, because again, they haven't made stupid decisions like TNA has done over the years. Now, mind you, again, I love TNA and all, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like for the last 13 years they've done everything great.
Oh no!
You know, you can't do that.
No, shit's gonna happen. Mistakes are gonna fly. It happened. I mean, how about? Good.
I'll say this right now. TNA has been improving. It has.
Yeah,
it has been improving.
I think they've been on fire since they've went to Destination America.
Exactly. Their in-ring product, yeah, is better than WWE. Absolutely.
Their roster,
right? The roster too, but. And I'll get to this in a bit. I'll get to this at the end of the video. You can't ignore the elephant in the room. And I'll get to that at the end of this. I'll get to that at the end of this video. All right?
All right.
I've been saying, oh, Dixie Carr is a bad businesswoman and stuff like that.
Because she is. I'm sorry, she is.
Hashtag truth.
That. Yet ROH is in financial problem right now, according to Meltzer. And none of you guys said anything. On top of that, I don't see TNA fans go on sites and make fun of ROH. Not one. Maybe there might have been one TNA fan, but that's like one or two. Not like a whole army of TNA fans. They didn't go to ROH, page and crap on them.
Not literally.
The irony in that. It's so hilarious. And because of that, it really gives me it shows me a huge difference between TNA fans and ROH fans. So now the shoe's on the other foot. So there's your so-called number 2 promotion in mainstream pro wrestling. The IWC has got to be the dumbest group I've ever been. I've ever stumbled upon.
So you're pretty much making fun of a lot of people. You're making fun of myself. You're making fun of Connor.
That's a bold statement.
Then if anything, you're also making fun of Andre Corbio, who I think is a phenomenal YouTuber. If you really want in-depth TNA review, go check him out. Then you're pretty much saying, he's a piece of crap as well. With your logic,
that's a little harsh, and that's a little bit of a broad statement.
I think you fail to realize that you, my friend, and me, and Knowledge of Wrestling, and Connor, kayfabe, and every other YouTuber that makes wrestling-related content on this website or the social media outlet, we're all part of the IWC. So pretty much in a nutshell, you're crapping also on yourself.
I think that I've been part of the community for almost 3 years now. And are there people that he is describing in terms of their thought process, in terms of their opinions, and in terms of their narrow-mindedness? Absolutely. But there are also other people who are extremely open to opinions, open to interpretations, open to different types of wrestling, and actually legitimate, intelligent individuals who can carry a conversation past 30 seconds of, oh boy, did you see that, Roman Reigns? Of course there is. I think that he does not realize, or he doesn't realize, the depth of this community. And while the IWC, YWC does get some sort of negativity stigma around it, more so lately than not for whatever reason, I challenge not just him but anyone else who thinks negatively of this community to do some research. Look around. There's a lot of us around here. And I'm not saying this from just me or Steven or Walter here with me, but just in general. Look around. Do some digging. Do some exploring. You'll find some very, very good people on here. And I don't mean good in terms of like they're wholehearted or kind. I mean they know their shit. They are opinionated. They're open-minded. They're very intelligent individuals who can carry on a conversation beyond what I just basically explained in there too. But I think that statement, I'm not attacking him for it, but I challenge him to kind of not only keep an open mind when it comes to his opinions, but also to look into others as well too, beyond maybe just the comments that he reads from one website, specifically YouTube.
Exactly, and that's what comes down to it as well. You know, I'm continue playing the video here.
All right.
After this video, guys, we'll take some live calls. After I finish playing the video, we'll take live calls. People can call in and give their opinions on the video. Keep it positive, though, okay?
These are the guys, including Meltzer, that goes around brainwashing people, saying, "Yeah, ROH is bigger than TNA. Yeah, it's the true number 2 promotion." Yeah, sure. In terms of brand awareness, in terms of the global reach, the international following that TNA gets, ROH hasn't even scratched what TNA accomplished, okay? And it's really funny, though, how the COO, Joe Koff, or whatever his name is, was pitching an idea to St. Clair. I'll tell you guys one thing. St. Clair, they're not just being cheap for the sake of it. They're being smart, okay? They know full well TNA is bigger than them, bigger than ROH. They know it.
Okay. Pause right there.
Dude, they don't care about TNA. Why
they don't care about TNA. And listen to one thing, okay? Do I need to remind you? Yes, you know what? I guarantee you he's going to say the following. Oh, but Ring of Honor, they go to the high school gyms and all that. Right?
Wasn't TNA just at a high school gym?
It's funny you say that. And again, what I'm about to do here is not me being a hater. It's me being realistic.
Go ahead and just load him.
It's me being realistic, people. What does that tell you, my friends? And again, I don't mean to be a hater. I'm not trying to be a hater. It's being realistic.
You have amazing brand awareness of Heels World.
Heels World.
I had to customize for shits and giggles.
Yeah, not a lot of people at Heels World.
Ring of Honor is doing.
Oh,
wait! What was that? What was that?
Look at that. Again, I'm not trying to be a hater, but I'm just being realistic here. I'm being realistic about it. This was them at the end of 2013. At least Ring of Honor can go to a high school gym and they'll sell it out.
Definitely.
Hashtag truth.
Yeah, look at that bat.
Look. Ring of Honor knows who they are. I think that's I think I was trying to think of a statement that would really sum it up. Ring of Honor knows who they are. They know what they are. Am I saying that Ring of Honor is better than TNA? No. But I think that TNA struggles with their identity. Dixie Carter said in an interview once, and this was probably, I think, maybe 5 months or so ago, that she said that she thinks they could be a direct competition with WWE. I hate to break it to her, but there's no way that they can. WWE is a entertainment juggernaut. What they should be is an alternative to WWE.
Exactly.
And Ring of Honor, despite the growth, and I don't mean this in a negative station, I shouldn't say despite their growth. Ring of Honor, no matter, despite their accomplishments, and I hate saying that word, but they've gone great strengths and great strides in terms of what they've started out from being to what they are now. They are another alternative. They know what they are. I think they have a better grasp of who they are, and I think they have a better grasp of what their product and who their product caters to. The numbers don't lie. And I think TNA kind of struggles with that a little bit.
Exactly. Like, put it this way. The difference between both companies, at least Ring of Honor, and again, people are going to think I'm a Ring of Honor fanboy and all this. Mind you all, I'm wearing an Austin Aries shirt.
Stripping, bring out the sexy music. Oh, why'd you stop?
I've gone to numerous TNA shows with knowledge of wrestling.
That's right.
Ring of Honor has their identity. They are an underground, hardcore fan base promotion, right?
Yep.
TNA have been around for how many years, and yet they still struggle to find their identity.
I don't
And
know
again,
what
I'm
they
not
are.
taking a jab at them. I'm not. It's reality.
Like, I expect what's gonna happen in ROH, because like you said, it's where all the smart wrestling fans go, and you get to see the flips and kicks, and that's normal because it's ROH. It's not WWE where it's all storytelling more. And TNA, I don't really know what they are, but they do put some good in ring wrestling. I'll give them that at least.
Exactly. I'll give you an example. During the summer, the Wolves versus the Heart versus Team 3D, that
Yeah.
TLC match.
Yep,
That was their match of the year.
it definitely was. And it was free.
Honor.
No, I agree. I definitely agree that Wolves match was fantastic. Hard to touch. Couldn't really argue anything better about that.
Exactly. Absolutely. And put it this way, Ring of Honor, they make big money on WrestleMania weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
WrestleMania weekend, that's where they make the big cash. You don't see TNA doing that, though. What TNA should be doing as well. On the biggest weekend of the year, can you imagine if TNA went to California and did a show? And
It would work, yeah, definitely, but they don't. I don't know why. It could work.
It could if all the other indie feds weren't doing it.
Yeah, that'd be the only issue too.
If TNA, they've tried it. They've run they ran before they started doing the Manhattan Center tapings in New York. They did it. They did a couple of shows. They did a couple of live events in New York.
Westchester, New York. Yeah, like Westchester, New York.
Yeah, they drew huge. Which is surprising.
But again, you're not gonna have that. Remember, that was WrestleMania 29. But you're not gonna pick fuckers to drive from where they're at to deep into New York.
Yeah, hell,
That shit was
Ring
far.
of Honor has not been up in Massachusetts in 3 years, at least.
Yeah.
I'm pissed about that.
And I guarantee you, they would sell out.
Oh yeah, the last time they were up here, you ready for this? You ready for what the main event was? It was
Eddie Edward versus Don't Tell Me,
no,
Michael Elgin.
Nope. That could be the last time they were in Massachusetts, but the last time that I saw them in Massachusetts, you're gonna shit yourself when you hear this. It was a 2 out of 3 falls match: Austin Aries and Roderick Strong versus the Wolves for the ROH tag team titles.
Wow.
All right, so I'm gonna continue playing the video, guys. All right, I'm gonna continue playing the video.
Nope.
All right.
Okay, TNA's in Destination America, but guess what? Destination America, what network umbrella are they under, huh? Tell me that. Of course, St. Clair knows that. They're like, okay, they're on Destination America, but that still that they're on a network that's under fucking Discovery. You guys, what? You guys don't believe Discovery is big? Well, then go research it. See the global reaches that Discovery has. I don't know the exact budget or the money that they've acquired, but I'm pretty sure Discovery is a big ass network. Okay, let's not try to pretend that it's not. It is.
It's a big ass network.
It
And
is.
Destination America isn't just some throwaway network. Discovery wants to expand it. And St. Clair, the people running St. Clair, they probably was looking at Joe Koff, and they'll probably be like, this guy is out of his fucking mind. Obviously, your product, I'm pretty sure they're like this. I'm pretty sure they're looking at Mr. Koff and they're like, dude, your product still have not reached what TNA has accomplished, and you want to attack TNA. You want to expand
Duh.
just so you can take the number 2 spot.
Okay, number one, dude. Trying to expand isn't attacking TNA.
No.
On the contrary, and I want you to understand, and I want every diehard TNA fan to understand this too. Ring of Honor and TNA, they're both on the same spot. They're both on the same spot.
Hell, they had a town exchange not that long ago.
Exactly, years ago.
What was it, less than 10? It was like 2008, they had sent Daniels over?
Yeah, it was back
Remember that?
before.
Yeah.
So they're both on the same ship. I don't want to hear, but yeah, obviously TNA has the upper hand, but they're both on that same ship. They're both number 2.
Number 2.
They're both on syndicated
God damn, I can't
TV.
find my phone now.
It's up and down with them. You never know, but
And again, them
There's no need
trying
to
to
fight for it.
expand isn't bashing TNA.
exactly.
Thrash
Them
meeting. We go again.
go on.
No, you first. It's your show, Steven.
No, what were we going to say?
All I was going to say was Thrash Maniac 99 said, shock last time, Connor, so...
There you go, shock last time. Shock.
I'm already... Ugh.
Okay.
TNA. Well, you know full fucking well, in terms of brand awareness, international reaches, that you ROH has not even touched that yet.
Oh, really?
Maybe a little.
A little.
Because, let me ask you this question. How many times has TNA been mentioned by WWE?
Never.
Once.
Probably once, yeah.
Yeah, the
One.
Jeff Hardy DVD. Yeah, the Jeff Hardy DVD, right?
How many times has Ring of Honor been mentioned? Oh, let's see. The CM Punk DVD, the Paul Heyman DVD, an entire fucking
Pipe
article.
bomb.
Pipe bomb.
Hype
Articles.
bomb.
Brian probably mentioned it. I don't know.
Exactly.
Maybe.
The network. Has been put it this way.
Oh, imagine.
Ring of
Shit
Honor
documentary.
is the real developmental system for both WWE and TNA.
Imagine if Ring of Honor was on the network. Oh.
Dude, you lagged a little bit, dude. You lagged a little bit.
I said imagine if Ring of Honor was on the network. Oh.
It could be. Don't be surprised.
That's if our
But you gotta-
bought out.
But yeah, let's continue playing the video, though.
So fucking what? You do a fucking show with fucking New Japan. Yeah. You do an international show with New Japan. Yet you still draw 5,000 people.
TNA did Wrestle 1. That's worse.
Dude, what the fuck is Wrestle 1? What the fuck is Wrestle 1, kid? Okay. Ring of Honor, yes, they're that company that, high school gym and all, they don't have at the time, they didn't have Spike TV, but yet they did a show with the WWE of Japanese pro wrestling. And it succeeded. TNA would kill. Dixie Carter would bend over and get gangbanged by the whole 1995 Detroit Pistons.
Oh no.
Just to have New Japan Pro Wrestling work with TNA.
I'm
Connor's fuck.
no, I'm trying to keep my mouth shut, but I'm tipsy and I'm trying to keep my mouth.
Just go.
New Japan Pro Wrestling is the elite cream of the crop of the fucking Japanese wrestling organization. A part of the country, mind you, that still has a very high admiration and respect for the wrestling culture. I'm not saying that America doesn't, but for fuck's sake, they still treat it like the wrestlers are fucking gods. Okay? There are fans out there that will, in America, right? There in America, a fan would go up to you like, "Oh, can you sign my thing or whatever?" No. In Japan, they have to buy a brand new fucking pack of markers and have them take it out of the sealed wrapping of the fucking markers in order to have them sign a picture that they would never sell on eBay. They would fucking frame it and pass it down for generations to come.
Say it. Just say it.
Point being is that New Japan Pro Wrestling and Japanese wrestling in general is a higher regard and a higher respect for pro wrestling.
Let me ask you a question. What the fuck is Wrestle One?
I had no idea who they were until TNA.
Exactly. Mind you this, right? Ring of Honor did a show with New Japan, right, this past year.
Yeah.
Last year, right?
Oh,
World of Worlds and what was the other one? Fuck, the Canadian show. Forgot. Border War. I guess it was Border War. Border Wars.
Is it Border Wars?
Global
Wars. Global Wars and War of the Worlds. 2 shows.
Yep.
Okay. You know, it's pretty much them promoting each other, fine. But at least at the end of both shows, there's some American and Canadian audience that have a recognition of what New Japan is.
Yep.
TNA did a show with Wrestle One, Muda's promotion. Nothing against the great Muda, but fuck, let's be fucking realistic here. Does any American fan out there know what the fuck Wrestle One is after Bound for Glory 2014?
I never watched them after that fucking pay-per-view.
What are you talking about? What's Wrestle One?
Okay.
I don't know. I don't want.
Do you get what I'm saying, though, Connor? Does any American fan know what Wrestle One is now after TNA did a
No.
No, they don't.
Of course not.
No. We watch Wrestle Kingdom over that.
Watch Wrestle Kingdom, dude.
That's night and day.
That's night and day over any promotion right now.
Yeah.
But again, I don't mean to be a dick. I don't mean to come off like a dick here. But when you say stupid shit like that, dude, expect the repercussions, bro.
Dude, toaster dicking is important. All right.
Toaster dick yourself right now. Put your dick in the toaster right now. Hashtag toaster dick. Let's continue this video.
Yeah. Okay. And funny thing is, St. Clair, even scoff at that. They're like, dude, okay, we've been drawing 5,000 people, but that's still nothing. And they even said, they draw 8,000 pay-per-view buys from their show with their show with New Japan or whatever, and even they wasn't even impressed. The people running St. Clair Network, they weren't impressed.
Okay.
And your hope, Mr. Koff, is to go. Do you?
Okay, 5,000 people at a venue, 8,000 pay-per-view buys. I guarantee you, Dixie Carter. That's not bad. I can guarantee you, Dixie Carter would again bend over and get bukkake by the 1994 Detroit Pistons to get those pay-per-view buys. I guarantee you, she would bend over and get gangbanged by the 1994 Harlem Globetrotters to get those. What happened?
No, sorry, I keep cutting you off. Go ahead.
I'm sure she would bend over and get gangbanged by the 1994 Harlem Globetrotters just to get the pay-per-view buys.
You just gave me a fantastic visual.
Oh my god! I don't want to imagine the Carter thing being done.
And again, I don't hate Dixie Carter, but I'm just giving you an analogy here. Let's be fucking realistic.
Yeah, there's no point in making fun of their pay-per-view buys. Come on, man. TNA does any pay-per-views.
I'm just picturing her. I'm just picturing her
But
sucking dick while spinning a basketball.
Oh no.
Like, what's their pay-per-view bag right now? What's the TNA pay-per-view bag?
Nothing.
Again,
They don't
we're
do
not
pay-per-view.
we're not hating on TNA. We're not hating on them. It's us being realistic with it.
TNA
That's
doesn't
what
do,
it is.
TNA doesn't do pay-per-views other than the one-night only ones anymore. And as far as I know, in terms of their standalone pay-per-views, last year's Bound for Glory did worse than any of the others, even after cutting back to the 4 pay-per-view model.
It's crazy. Shit.
Now, we can sit here and shit on them for it. They were trying something different. They were trying something new. They were trying something semi-original. Did it get executed the way they probably wanted? Hell no.
As I said
Hell no.
before, you know, Wrestle 1 business fucked TNA. They got business fucked.
Yeah. Yep, they did.
Let's continue with this video. About to be done. We're at the 17-minute mark. After the video's done, we'll take live calls. Call in, give your thoughts on the video and all that, alright?
Then it would be an IV drip because I've been.
Even if you do, look, let's put it this way. Even if ROH did gain, you know, a high significant number than TNA, let's say they gain 1 million views, so fucking what? So fucking what? Let's compare the overall picture here, okay? Sorry, but I still believe that TNA outdraws ROH. That's one. I refuse to believe. Don't give me that.
Ratings matter, man. Ratings fucking matter in this fucking
He
business.
just said that he believed that TNA still outdraws Ring of Honor, right?
Base brawl. That's all I have to say.
I don't know about that now.
Dude, Base Brawl versus a Field of Honor.
I think that was what.
World,
Go ahead, sir.
War of the Worlds versus Bound for Glory. Global Wars versus Bound for Glory. Hold up. Super Card of Honor 8 versus Bound for Glory. Final Battle 2014. But even though the venue was shit.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to look up the
Versus
numbers. I'm looking up the pay-per-view buy rates.
Final Battle 2014, the venue did suck, but the pay-per-view was better than any recent TNA pay-per-views, which was Bound for Glory. That sucked.
Indeed.
How hard it is to type when you're tipsy. Jesus. Okay, here we go.
What do you think of the video?
House show bullshit, okay? In a consistent basis, yes, I believe TNA outdraws ROH. Brand awareness, they have brand awareness. Obviously, it's not on par with WWE, but I'm pretty sure the chances of me finding people who knows, I'm pretty sure if I walk down the street, I'm pretty sure, not everyone, but I'm pretty sure I'm able to get at least 5 people that know who is TNA then versus ROH. International, international expansion, growth, TNA definitely got that covered. Stars, TNA has definitely gotten more better stars than ROH.
Okay, can you name me some stars in TNA right now? Besides, with the exception of Bobby Roode,
Eric
James
Young.
Storm, and Samoa Joe. And
You talking about original talent?
original talent, or are we talking about stars that they brought in from WWE?
Right. I mean,
Yeah, because ROH created their stars a lot better.
I mean, last time I checked, Ring of Honor created ACH.
Hell,
Ring of Honor
yeah.
created
right.
Roderick Strong. They
Roderick Strong.
created Jimmy Jacobs. They made Tommaso Ciampa. They have made what's this dude's name? Fuck. I think is fucking phenomenal right now. Kyle O'Reilly.
Right.
Bobby Fish. They have made these stars. Fuck. They have. Ring of Honor even made Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. They made Samoa Joe and Austin Aries, and they're in TNA right now.
Yep. So it's kind of,
You know.
TNA doesn't
Of
know
course,
I create
dude,
stars.
brother. Of course. If you walk down the block, people are not gonna know what the fuck Ring of Honor is. Fuck, they don't even know what the fuck TNA
They're not gonna
is.
know what TNA is either.
And I'll
That's the
give you an
problem.
example. New York City. This past TNA tapings, me and Walter were there. We get to the grand ballroom, whatever. We're waiting in line to get into the elevator, and we were next to a lady and a dude, and we asked them, "Hey, so ready for the show?" Like, yeah, we got these free tickets from our job. They told us to come to a wrestling show. It's free. And I'm like, did you? What are you? Oh, so you cool with TNA? No, what the fuck? I thought it was WWE. Oh, it's TNA. What the fuck is TNA?
Wait, did the chick respond like, I can't wait to see John Cena?
No, they're like, oh, it's a wrestling show. Oh, so you're a fan of TNA? Oh, what the fuck? No, I thought it was WWE. No, it's TNA.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, this is awkward. Oh, damn
This,
it.
that must have been a pleasant elevator ride.
Yeah, indeed it was. But it's that, of course. But continue on, though. Continue on with this.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact is, let's face it, when you get somebody like Hulk Hogan in your show, that makes you legit, okay? Yeah, sure, Hogan, yeah, he was a bad pickle, but still, the fact is, if your show can draw Hogan to your show, or you're able to sign Hogan, you're pretty much legit. let's not pretend it is not, okay?
Okay.
I'm really serious right now.
Connor's face tells the whole story right now.
On that note, I'm gonna let Steven do this one, but I'm just, man, this might be my last shot because this thing's really killing me. Holy shit, dude, Steven, wait, Steven, don't quit on me now. Steven's leaving his own show. I swear to God, if he brings out that fucking bear.
Stupid! Go on.
I didn't say anything. I was just saying, like, you're quitting your own show.
I'm here. I'm not the other guy, but that's around the point.
Oh, Darren.
That's shots fired, man.
Shots fired.
Okay, do you realize that when Hogan went to TNA, he didn't do shit for the company?
Made for 1 second, and that's it.
For one show.
Dude,
One show.
dude. Immortal. They went live on Monday night.
Immortal went live on Monday Night Raw, on Monday night, and what happened?
They got shitted on.
Exactly. Just because they can bring in Hulk Hogan to the event, they can sign, doesn't mean them legit. I mean, if they signed Hogan, you would assume that every show that they went on the road would be a sellout. In reality, it wasn't.
They gave Hogan a gigantic chunk of creative control to make up for the lack of revenue and direct money they could give him for a contract. When you sign a contract, you usually get to say, okay, you're going to get paid X. Well, because TNA didn't have X, they said, okay, we'll give you half of the money, but we'll give you a small slot in our creative team and also creative control. Yeah, because that worked so well in WCW.
Yeah, indeed. Let's continue playing this, shall we? But again, because you bring in Hulk, doesn't make them legit. I mean, fuck. Ring of Honor brought in Ric Flair, right? For one time.
Yeah, that's right, they did.
They put over Jerry Lynn. They put over Jerry Lynn.
Ricky Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat.
Awesome.
Mick Foley.
Yep.
So I mean, dude, just fuck. We can go. We can go on here, brother. We can go on here all we
Iron
want.
Sheik. Fuck you, Hulk Hogan.
Indeed. Let's continue on here. Bruno Sammartino as well. Oh.
Okay.
Babe.
Oh, well, ROH get to draw. ROH got Alberto Del Rio.
Damn right.
Yeah, well, he wanted to work with. Yeah, sure. The only reason why he's working with ROH is because ROH gives him freedom to go wrestle for other promotion. Unfortunately, TNA doesn't allow that. So, yeah. You see the irony in that? ROH is in financial trouble. No one said anything. The IWC just go like, oh.
Okay, TNA was trying to offer Del Rio $400 something dollars. $400 something dollars.
That is overkill.
TNA is letting their talent go to other promotions.
Connor's done. Connor's mucked. Connor's done. The shots.
This video fucked them up.
They were just as wide open to it as Ring of Honor. Hell,
Indeed.
they sent Daniels over. They got rid of the contract thing, and in order to appease the talent to stay with TNA, they gave them that open door policy once again. Just, yeah.
Indeed. Let's continue playing this. Okay. We're almost done here. I hope. Fuck, 19 minutes in.
Make it stop.
This is bad news, and that was it, And they were trying to wish ROH luck to recover, but yet no one make fun of ROH. But as soon as TNA, rumors of TNA having some sort of money trouble, everyone in the fucking universe trash on the promotion. It's very funny. So yeah. You know what? Before I finish this video, I'm gonna say this. I hope ROH go out of business. Yes, I know it's a terrible thing, but you know what? Sometimes I don't mind stooping to the low level of these vermins. You know what? Because sometimes an eye for an eye. I'm one of the very few on Earth that believes in the Hammurabi Code. All right.
What the hell is the Hammurabi Code?
Hammurabi.
What the hell is the Hammurabi?
I get his point. I understand what he's trying to do. I get it. This coming from a very inebriated individual, mind you. But I understand his point. I understand where he's coming from. I understand what he's trying to convey, and I understand what he's trying to, basically convey in terms of his opinion. I just don't think he's getting the right opinion, right facts to back them up, and I think he's making the wrong comparisons to do so. Is it kind of BS that people jumped on a bandwagon wanting to see TNA fail, but when Ring of Honor's financial problems are popping up, nobody says a word? Absolutely. Do we all want every wrestling promotion to succeed? Absolutely. Do we think it's a little hypocritical that people bash TNA for possibly going out of business and not Ring of Honor when the financial problems leaks? Yeah, kinda.
But start out. Let me just say this right now. When you come on here and you want a company to die, it makes you lose a lot of credibility.
Yeah,
it really does. It's hard for people to now take you serious as a YouTuber. It's hard for people to look at you and say, who the fuck is this guy think he is? Because that's the problem with fans today. You are an example of a fan that, just wants negativity right there. You talk about fans, how dare they want negativity, but you're doing it yourself.
Hashtag brand split.
Brand split. You really want a brand to go away.
Exactly.
Just
you want it to go away.
Just because you were making fun of a brand that you like.
Dude. I mean, again, because someone makes fun of your brand that you like, dude, who gives a fuck?
Gosh, kill me.
Who gives a shit? Fuck. It is what it is at the end of the day. It's not like you're getting paid by TNA. It's not like TNA gonna send you a fat paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
I got by last week.
It's not like you're Bill and Doug all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I just got an email. Apparently I can make my dick 3 inches bigger. I'm gonna look into this research. Hold on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm gonna see what. I can also make my tits bigger too. This is fantastic. Everything with one
Damn it,
strap.
Peter.
You burn my house, I'll burn your house.
Deal.
So TNA's your house. Wow.
Sorry, I responded a little too quickly to that. I heard your house, your bun.
That's my philosophy.
It's philosophy.
You know what? I hope ROH go out of business. Yeah, I know it's a terrible thing to say, but you know what? I've succumbed. I have to deal with a lot of idiots out there that wish for my TNA to go out of business. Well, you know what?
Oh, it's your TNA now. It's your TNA. Well, let me say something, bro. It's not your TNA. It's not my TNA. It's everyone's TNA.
I want some TNA.
It's TNA.
I want some TNA.
It's the last. It's mine.
It's my TNA, yo. You can't take my
Fine,
TNA.
what's mine is yours.
Exactly.
Wasn't
I
there?
hope your business, I hope your promotion go out of business. So that way I can see all you IWC cry. Just to see you all cry. Karma is a bitch. You wish for TNA to go out of business. You wish for the wrestlers and the workers to lose their job. You all salivate the idea of...
Let me look up a word right now in the dictionary, okay?
For the record, and I just want to state this not as a butthurt thing, but just an FYI thing, I did have an independent promotion, believe it or not, that did go out of business, believe it or not. Shocking, I know, me bad with money.
Let
But
me look at the definition of the word. It's loading here. It's loading here.
if you look at the word failure, my picture should be right around that area.
No. The word hypocrite.
Yep, and
It's a noun.
none of
A person who indulges in hypocrisy. Pretender, dissembler, dissever, liar, pietist. A person
penis.
A person who pretends to have virtues, moral or religious beliefs, principles, etc., that he or she does not actually possess, especially a person whose actions, etc. I'm sorry, dude, but you have made yourself a hypocritical wrestling fan. By saying that. Like you bitch and moan that you don't want TNA to go under, but yet here you are. Mind you say yourself, TNA fans, they shouldn't go after you. They shouldn't want a promotion to go under, but yet you are a TNA fan and you want a brand to go under. How dare you? How dare you?
Interesting.
How dare you? How dare you want a brand to go under? It's beyond me. And mind you, I got love for TNA. I don't hate TNA. People who think I hate TNA, it's your opinion at the end of the day. But again, you're coming here, you don't want the brand to go under, but yet here you are.
Want another brand to go under. What's the difference?
Exactly. He looks like some guy that works at the library, but I should be honest around the point.
What's got to mention their looks?
He looks like a guy that works in my library, by the way. Someone who's probably, I don't know, whatever.
Imagine trying to do like an angry YWC shoot or any actually. Imagine doing a rant video where you're really pissed off, but you're in the library, but you have to whisper. It'd be fucking hilarious.
Exactly.
I cannot stand these people who just come on
It's
here.
almost done. God, it's almost done.
TNA being bought by WWE. All of you IWC maggots run around. You celebrate it. You love it. You get all horny.
Yes.
The fact that TNA could go out of business.
Fuck yeah.
You know what? I hope ROH go out of business. Because you know why? I'll tell you one thing. If ROH go out of business, and if TNA does go out of business, actually, you know what? I'll be sad. But guess what?
Heartbroken?
It wouldn't bother me a lot. You know why? Because at least TNA outlasts ROH. At least ROH was the first one to go.
In the
Who cares? They both gone.
So even if TNA does go out of business, in the end of the day, TNA is the one that won the battle, not ROH. They outlasted
battle.
What battle is there, kid?
In the arms of the angels, far away.
It is is what it is, man. But hey.
Fuck.
Anyway, guys, I'm sorry, champ. Make sure to comment below, hit like, hit subscribe. See ya.
I like the guy. I like the guy.
I like the guy too, but
But he just got to choose his words a little more carefully. Am I the perfect person to speaking right now, especially after 17 shots of God knows what's in the shot?
I'm gonna read them comments here, and again, if I burn bridges with people, I don't care at this point. Andre Corbeil, oh my brother, testify. Starduck speaks the truth between ROH and TNA. I'm sorry.
Hashtag brand split.
Yeah. Broadcast by SBG stations can be. This is from Cesar Perez. Broadcast by SBG stations can be received by 154 nations in the U.S. While Discovery Communication is a mass media company where their channels can be seen in every American household, many channels around the world. Andre Corbeil, I always fought for TNA and held my ground against haters and sheeps. I guess so. I Cam Zine whatever. Good rant, Starduck. Sorry for my circumlocation whatever. But ever since TNA burst into the scene, when it comes to the IWC towards one of the flattering promotions like TNA, I have never encountered such disinclusion by the biased, demeaning comments posted by so-called smarks that want TNA to bust, but it seems at the seams, and those anti-TNA pro-WROH subhuman affiliate zombies go out of their way to slander the TNA community, all because they stand as evangelists. The coterie of Wrestling Fans United for the solidified establishment.
That's a long comment.
Indeed it is. Tomahawk. No one has said anything about ROH because no one gives two fucking shits about ROH, and the hate that's been directed at TNA fans over the years just shows you that they are jealous because they deep down they know it's the best all-around wrestling product by bar none. TNA needs to be on Discovery Channel, not Destination America.
Unfortunately, nowadays, to best sum this up, a wrestling fan is primarily interested in one of two things. And I'm talking broad spectrum. I'm not talking about like hardcore fans. But if you really want to narrow it down, pro wrestling fans on a broad spectrum are interested in one of two things: WWE or MMA. A lot of the old school fans went to MMA after the WCW ECW purchase. Some of us are aware of TNA because TNA has a higher brand awareness than Ring of Honor. I'm not going to dispute that. But Ring of Honor does, as Steven said, no one really gives too much of a rat's ass about Ring of Honor because a majority of the reasons that, or talent that made Ring of Honor special to begin with, are now in either WWE or TNA, or have been in both. So you're slicing the pie like even more thin. It's like, okay, you have like pro wrestling fans. Half of them are MMA. Okay, so you have WWE, and then like a quarter of them are TNA and Ring of Honor fans, and then half of that are Ring of Honor fans. So it's just like cutting down the audience even further, if you know what I mean.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, again, to me, I love wrestling. I'm not coming on here as a Ring of Honor fanboy or the WWE fanboy. I'm coming here as a wrestling fan, period, at the end of the day. But, again, he means well. I can tell that. But just his delivery is just completely just all over the place. It's like a dirty plate, pretty much. Like you try to put a dish in, and your plate is just so off. That's pretty much what it is. I think, in all honesty, he needs some polishing. I do believe that. I don't think he watches the Ring of Honor product on the count of some of the things that he said about ROH. You know? And my advice to you, Starduck, is simple. Watch ROH. Watch some of the episodes. And then try to make a video again.
Yeah, you could tell he doesn't watch it because he just randomly he just kept talking about it needs to die and stuff like that.
Beat me more, okay.
I just thought this was hilarious.
Sure it is. But anywho, guys, if you want to call in now, call in 718-473-0813. Give us your thoughts on this video, your thoughts on what Stardock had to say,
I am definitely
and all
drunk.
that. What did you agree, what did you disagree with, and what I had to say, or what Connor had to say, what Walter had to say here. Call in, guys, toll free.
There's no need to have TNA versus ROH fanboy.
There's no need for it. There is no need.
That's just so pointless. Oh my
I know
god.
how good that would be if they had a pay-per-view where it was TNA versus Ring of Honor. That'd be phenomenal. No, legitimately,
Yeah.
if they planned it outright and planned it strategically, it'd be fantastic.
It could work, yeah.
And the fact that I'm able to continue a coherent conversation with this much alcohol in my system, fucking Christmas miracle.
Yeah, but both companies to me, they're both good. They, if I'm in the mood for one company, then I'll watch it. I mean, I don't hate on ROH. Don't hate on TNA.
Gentlemen, I don't know about you, but the room is spinning.
The room is spinning.
Room is spinning, which means I'm probably close to my limit. Jesus. Whose idea was this? Mine? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah. But again, guys, I don't hate Stardock, by the way. I don't hate him, anything like that.
No, I've actually watched some of his other videos, and he's pretty on point. And the video that Steven played, the audio that you heard, he actually makes some legitimate, solid, valid points. It's just that some of the phrasing and some of the things he does say is just kind of a little off. And again, this is my opinion disagreeing with him. It's not fucking gospel. It's not fucking fact. It's just not the way I see things. And again, after having so much of this,
He's just gonna have more.
you can blame me on a drunk self.
Indeed.
Holy crap.
Again, guys, call in. The number is, hold up, my ass.
718-473-0813.
Yeah.
Again, that number is 718-473-0813. Call now. It's toll fucking free.
Call in, guys.
Call in.
Should I do this every week that you do this episode? I mean, Jesus.
Oh my. Call in, yes. 718-473-0813. We're gonna keep plugging this number until you fucking call in.
473-0813.
Fucking call in, man.
I should
Where the hell did HEELSTEVEN go?
I should tweet this as my live sex number and just see what people say. We're in a naughty time with OK Fabe and Knowledge at Wrestling, double teaming. What? 718-473-0813.
See, I want to go take a bathroom break.
Jesus, Steven.
Unknown phone number calling again. Who the fuck can this be?
Just fucking.
Just answer. We got no one else.
Unknown, who's this?
What's up, guys? It's me again, Mr. Michael Miner. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm good, brother. How are you, man? How are you?
Oh, pretty good. I just come on and hear about my little company called Ring of Honor there for a second.
What's that?
I don't know. You guys were talking about something about Ring of Honor not doing so well. I don't blame you guys. See, back in about 2014, I really pretty much left TNA for a bit because it had a little too much here and there. But once 2015 hits, I'm starting to love TNA back again. TNA is getting real good.
Yeah. Absolutely, brother. But let me ask you a question. Did you listen to the video that we played? Did you listen to it by any chance?
Oh no, I might have to listen to this video.
All right. No problem, man. No problem.
I mean, I think TNA is definitely on an upward trend ever since going to Destination America, but essentially the video that we were playing earlier was relatively bashing fans who were on top of TNA going out of business, but not saying anything when ROH is in financial troubles. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me ask you a question. Do you have the playback as you're on the phone right now?
Right now I'm on my Skype.
Okay. No problem. But yeah, I mean, again, TNA has done some improvement. They're making baby steps. However, they still got to improve completely full circle.
Definitely.
And I said this before. You know, they can't ignore the elephant in the room.
Yep.
And here's
the thing. The people on the freaking wrestling sites need to quit with the spoilers. Every time I get on some wrestling spoilers. Oh, here's Impact Wrestling spoiler for March 13th or 30th episode coming up. I'm like, really, dude? I mean, seriously? You're not a fan if you're going to go and spoil it for everybody so they can't watch it.
Unfortunately, I mean, and I learned this myself.
Yeah.
You're always going to deal with that. You're always going to encounter spoilers. My advice would be just ignore it. Just ignore it. Don't listen to it. At the end of the day, you are going to be better off like that. I understand, yes, it's fucking annoying to read results. But sometimes, I'll be real with you, sometimes on my Facebook wall, whatever people say, when I go through my fucking, my feed, it's there, and I just can't ignore it, because, hey, it just happens to pop up there, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But
see, the thing is, I have nothing against any company. It's like WWE, TNA. It's like every time I get on Facebook, it's like, oh, TNA fanboys are better than WWE fanboys. I'm like, really? Get a life, guys. I mean, seriously. I mean, you're all saying, oh, TNA's better than WWE or WWE's better than TNA. It's like, really? Get a life. I'm a big wrestling fan no matter what. I don't care if it's Ring of Honor. I don't care if it's CZW. I don't care if it's WSU, the women's wrestling. I don't care what it is. I'm going to sit and enjoy, and I'm going to watch it. If something I didn't like, I'll talk a little bit about it for them to approve, but I don't go on like every year. It's like every time I see on YouTube, I'm like, click. I don't want to hear you bashing on this, bashing on that. It's like I don't bash on anything. I've never bashed on TNA, WWE, Ring of Honor. It's just like it's like this YWC, IWC. I've never heard of both of those crap when I came around in 2010. All I did when I first started was doing Prime Wrestling when it was on STO Ohio, because we had the station working in. I pretty much have over 20 VHS tapes recorded of PWO, all from every episode.
I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that.
Oh, it's like, wow.
Sorry,
and,
guys.
Mr. OK Faber, are you okay there, Victor? I see you're a little...
Yeah. Unfortunately, my son actually just woke up, so I have to hop off. He had a little bit of a nightmare. So, no, valid points, Mr. Miner. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you calling. So I have to hop off, gentlemen, but it was a pleasure. Fantastic. And,
all right.
No problem, man. No problem.
All right. Peace out, everyone.
All right, man.
Peace out, Connor.
Yep.
Thanks.
But yeah, man, I feel what you're saying, though. I do dig what you're saying at the end of the day, bro. I do dig it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I better head off too. I better get some stuff done and all that kind of deal for my gaming channel. So.
All right. Before you go, do you want to promote your channel, promote your page, and all that? You know. Spread the word,
yeah. You guys can follow me on Twitter. I have two Twitter accounts at twitter.com/MichaelMiner26 and MichaelGaming26. You also can subscribe to me on Michael Miner. I know you guys seen a lot of missed stuff. I've mostly been doing NXT and the four main pay-per-views like Survivor Series, SummerSlam. I've been cutting back on my wrestling channel because I want to make more room for my gaming channel. That's Michael Gaming 26. But I think that's pretty much it.
No problem, bro. I'll speak to you soon, brother. Peace, man.
All right.
And that was, guys, Michael Miner. Go check him out. Go sub to his channel. Walter, it's back to just me and you, bro. It's like the good old days, man. Just like the good old days, back in the day, just me and you, how it used to be. Remember back on those Skype calls and shit, I had my phone on the fucking screen and we were just record crap and the show was so fucking laggy. And look how we've evolved, bro. Seriously, look how you and I have evolved,
Exactly. Technology. And
you gotta love advanced
Technology, just technology. It just improves. We get better. Google Hangouts now. Things the best live interaction experience. I'll give that to Google. That's the only useful thing on YouTube. Probably that Google Hangouts feature.
Indeed it is. And nothing is better than Google. You know.
Not
Well,
even.
now, Dresser, can you check
Apple?
can you check the chat real quick to see what the fuck is being said?
Chat. The chat. Let's see.
I'll check myself as well.
Brand split. Michael Minor, wasn't he just on the phone? He said something about, I have to say, I have nothing against TNA or ROH because I respect both companies. Awesome show, guys. Yeah.
Thank you, bro. We appreciate it. Thank you for calling in as well. It means a lot, dude, that you called in. It means a lot. But again, let's check the chat here real quick. We're about to end up in the bit anyway. I'm about to wrap this up. I got to make a phone call myself in a bit to a special someone, but I digress on that, you know. I got the chat box right here. I'm looking at it as we speak. You know, guys, call in, people. Call in, folk.
Before we get out of here.
Call in before we dip, guys. Call in before we dip. Okay, it's getting late here, but hey, guys, just call in, spread the word. What I want to talk about, we'll just shoot the shit with you, you know.
Yep. What he said. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's Sunday now, so.
It's Sunday now, you know.
Sunday. If you like Sunday, cool, but this is the first Sunday without football in a while, so.
Oh fuck it, you're probably heartbroken right now.
Yeah,
You're probably so sad.
feel a little weird, you know.
Indeed,
but
you are. And we have a caller.
Oh, there we go.
Caller 219. What's your name and where you're from?
219.
Hey.
Hello there.
Hi.
I recognize that voice. I know that voice. Walter, it's
Yes,
Heel.
you do.
Walter.
Yeah.
You know that voice. I know that voice.
Yeah, I know that voice, definitely.
Walter, it's Heel Cat.
Really?
Hold on.
Really?
It's Heel Cat. Hold on. How are you, Heel Cat?
I'm good. I'm watching the Blues Brothers right now.
You watching the Blues Brothers?
Yes, I am.
Funny.
Indeed.
So how you
I'm
been?
enjoying it. I've been good. Work has been shitty, but what are you going to do about that?
You see, guys, just to show you guys, women can also call in.
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
The ladies can also call in. You see,
Anyone can.
this is a unisex show. It's very unisex friendly.
Dear Lord.
This show is very, very unisex friendly, guys. Just so you know.
Male, female, whatever you
Male, females, you know, the gays, the straights, you know, it don't matter. You call in, you shoot the shit with us, and we have a blast, all right? It's all good in the hood, if you get what I'm saying. But I digress. Not. So, Heel Cat, what's been on your mind? What's been going on with you, besides work and all that?
Just not much. Hanged out with my friend last night. That was fun.
What you guys do? Give some
We
details.
went
here.
shopping in Tinley Park, which is a suburb in Illinois.
The suburbs. Walter, you gotta love the suburbs, dude.
Suburbs.
Will you shut up and stop with that sarcastic bullshit?
No, for real. Suburbs are the shit. What? Suburbia knows how to party.
You sounded so sarcastic.
I'm for real. Like, listen, I live in the ghetto. Walter, I think, lives in the suburbs of Connecticut.
Yeah. I don't live in no friendly environment. I'm used to this.
Oh my! I live in a fucking redneck area. Very funny. No, it's boring over here.
I'm sure it's boring. But you know what, though? You gotta make the best of it at the end of the day. That's what I always say.
I guess.
Indeed, you gotta make the best of it. See the comments here. Brand Split. Damn it, Peter. I have to say, I have nothing against TNA or ROH because I respect both companies. Awesome show, guys. Thank you, bro, by the way. Whose video is this? That was Stardog Champ that we just played. So, Cat, what are your thoughts on that video that we played? What were your thoughts on that? Give us your honest thoughts.
Honest.
Oh, for one, I don't watch Ring of Honor. I have seen it though. Same with TNA, but that guy's a fucking idiot.
He's a fucking idiot. Well, there you go. It's an opinion. It's not our opinion. It's obviously heel cats. It's a woman's perspective, which is fine. You know, at the end of the day. You know?
Exactly.
It's a woman's perspective, guys. If you want to call in, talk to Heel Cash, she'll join us throughout the remaining of this as well.
I'll be very nice to you, so don't worry. Call in.
Yeah, she'll be very nice to you. Here's the thing, though. You can't ask for a number. You can't ask for a number. You can't ask her out. You can't ask her out. And no horny talk. Or else.
Unless it's in joke form, then I wouldn't mind that.
Or else.
Or else I will chop your nuts off.
Damn,
man. Oh, you know, I think I think it's a guy thing. Whenever a woman says they're gonna chop our nuts off, we have to hold it. Like we feel the pain, you know.
Oh, it is pain. It would be.
Sorry, my apologies, guys out there that I said that. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Indeed, it is. What do you want?
Oh no.
Oh God, not that. Not him again.
Get out of here.
Man.
You're not even here, so don't worry about it. It's a new day. Got no comments here, but it's okay though. It's okay. It's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. We're going home.
What? You just fucked up.
Huh?
Are you okay there?
I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm hot like a pretzel right now. I'm hoping Connor's
high?
okay. Huh?
You said you're high as a pretzel?
I am hot like a pretzel right now.
Oh, if I said hi, I'm sorry. I thought
that
that was actually very highly entertaining watching him get
You
drunk.
don't do that anymore?
Oh, you should see me when I'm high. You should see me. Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh no.
But which I promised someone I won't do anymore, so there you go. That's why I'm not doing it anymore.
Oh really? Nice.
Yeah.
Of course, I hope he's okay and he doesn't have a really bad hangover when he gets up.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a bad hangover. You can bet your bottom dollar.
Reminds me of a friend of mine.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I think we all have that one friend that goes over to the limit. No pun intended to the pay-per-view over the limit, but you know, we have that one friend that just goes balls to the wall.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing about it. You can't get drunk with unemployed people. You just can't. Because they don't have any responsibilities the next Sunday. Oh, you know, like me, I have to go to work the next day, so I won't be able to go balls to the wall, all out, you know, to fucking 7 in the morning. You know, I would drink and I'd be done at 2 a.m. They'd be like, "You fucking lightweight, come on, bruh." Like, motherfucker, I got work in the morning. What the fuck is wrong with you? I got work the next day. I can't do that shit right now. What's wrong with you?
Especially the college kids, they don't give a fuck.
Nah, dude, tell me.
Well, they really don't.
I went to a frat party years ago. I went to this frat party, and I remember I got there, and holy, And we have, never mind, that shit's gone now, but whatever. I remember being there and just going, holy crap, you know what I mean? Like, just remembering that, it's just so surreal. Because it was years ago. I'm talking about 2013 almost. I went to this frat party. And I got there, whatever. They gave me this. They gave me a fucking cup. I think it was Hennessy. I could be wrong here. Don't quote me on it. And I drank it. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm good to go. And they gave me another one. And they gave me some Bacardi. Then after Bacardi, it was Malibu. After Malibu, it was fucking Aguardiente. I'm like, holy shit. I'm sitting there on a corner. I'm like, no more. They're like, you fucking lightweight. Come on, bro. You scared, homie? You scared? I'm like, cause whenever someone says it, like, yeah, they're attacking your manhood. Almost like,
yeah, I know.
No, I'm not. You fucking. No, I'm not.
You a pussy.
let's fucking take the shot. Okay, let's go. And one thing led to another, and it's fucking 7 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck? And I had to go to work I had to go to work.
Yeah, one of my workers came in like that. They were all fucking, well, my coworkers, they drank all night. They came in, fucking, oh my god, they were dizzy as hell. They didn't know what the fuck was going on. He still managed to get through the day. I don't know how, but...
What's up,
like
What is up, video game genius? What is up, brother?
Video game genius?
The YouTubers is sort of high in the comment, like, hi then, brother. How are you today? That's all. Pretty much.
Oh, that was very nice of him to say.
Indeed.
Yeah,
in
just
the
said
comment
hi.
threads. Hi. I'm like, what up? What is up here? You know, but it's one of those things, again, where I don't encourage anybody to do it. And if you are going to do it, be careful.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I remember being there, and I remember I was talking to this one girl, which one thing led to another, and her boyfriend got upset, and he wanted to fight me, and I was like, after that, I'm like, I'm not partying anymore. I'm not. This is over with. I'm done.
Yeah,
Because that's what most parties are nowadays. Like, most parties that you go to nowadays, you gotta go and try not to be so committed. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, when you go to these house parties or clubs, you're gonna interact with people, mostly women, that either A, their boyfriends are a piece of shit, B, their boyfriends have them so on lockdown that they allow them to have a girls' night in liberation, or C, or 3 in this case, women that just don't know what the fuck they want. That's what you deal with at these clubs. Or the final one, they're going with their boyfriends, and you dance with them, whatever. And I've done this before myself. I remember dancing bachata with this one girl, and I don't know what the fuck happened. Maybe the movement, whatever. And the homeboy got upset with me, like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I ain't digging that shit. I'm like, bro, I'm just dancing with your girlfriend, dude. Like, what the hell? No, has that ever happened to you as a guy? Have you ever seen these things yourself?
Well, not specifically like that. I don't go to a lot of parties, so, but I could imagine. You've seen this in movies, probably. It's just ridiculous. I mean, this is why I don't get involved into parties this much. But people just get crazy and shit. When you start fighting and
I
shit.
don't go out partying.
Okay,
Have I seen it in movies? Yeah. Have I seen drunkenness? Let's just say I have, and it was highly entertaining.
Okay, then. Well, guys, you know what? It's about to be 2 in the morning here, and I gotta get some sleep, and I gotta make a phone call later. So, wait a minute. Okay, plug Spaz again. Okay, I'm gonna plug Spaz for you. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's gonna be, and I think he'll be doing this on Wednesday or something real soon. At Ask the Phoenix, use the hashtag on Twitter Ask the Phoenix for his Q&A coming up. So there you go. May I suggest, bro, what works for me as well, maybe doing a live stream Q&A. It works for me. It could probably work for you too, brother. Just giving some advice here, you know. That's all at the end of the day. But yeah, guys, we thank you all for tuning in to episode 3 of the Heel Steven Show. As always, guys, if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. I go live every Saturday on the Heel Steven Show. Also, the Team Meal Podcast live every Friday at 11:30 p.m. on the Team Meal Podcast YouTube channel. We discuss wrestling talk and all that fun stuff. And tomorrow, yes, I don't know how the fuck I'm doing it, but the Random Sunday Hangout tomorrow on the channel. I'll take live calls, again, as always. So, guys, you know, I do a lot of things for you guys. A lot of things with these stream things. And, yeah, most likely I'll do a Fastlane review after the pay-per-view on this channel. And most likely, maybe, just maybe, an NXT review as well. Who knows at this point? Just saying. But, yeah, guys, that's me. I'm Heel Steven. You can follow me on Twitter, at Heel Steven. And subscribe on this channel. Hit the like as well. And as always, hate, comment, and subscribe.
Well, jeez. Well,
Kick cuz.
I'm Knowledge Wrestling. You can follow me on Twitter at HeyWalter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Knowledge Wrestling. And you guys subscribe to this channel too, Heel Steven, because yeah, we have the Random Sunday Hangout tomorrow. So, well, today technically.
Yeah, indeed. Heel Cat, do you want to plug away yourself as well? Whatever you have.
Yeah, sure. You can follow me at Twitter at HeelCat, Instagram. You can find me at HeelCat on that. And if you want to find me on Facebook, go for it. I don't care.
Yeah. All right, guys. With that being said, guys, I'm Heel Steven. He's Knowledge of Wrestling. You're hearing the Heel Cat. Want to thank OK Faith for coming in. Want to thank all the people that called in. Spaz Phoenix, Michael Miner for calling in as well. And again, guys, subscribe to Stardog Champ. He means well. May come off a little off. Maybe with some polishing, he'll be good. I'm not saying he's bad, but you know, a little polishing he needs, and that's it. All right, guys, I am out. We're out. Peace easy. And before we leave, to quote our good friend, the PW Outsider, when you're down, when life has you down, when you're late to pay your bills, when your girlfriend leaves you for a ball player, a female ball player, just remember, masturbation is key. All in the palm, guys. All in the palm.
It's all in the fingers. All in the fingers.
For the ladies. All right, guys. We're out. Peace.
Peace, bitches.